Hey.
8:36. He's finished by.
Got 250 people waiting now.
Yeah, that's calm. Let's go. Hoo-wee! Try and get to
Hey, repost on your Insta as well.
Yeah, I put it on my Instagram.
You did a private one. You did a private one.
Yeah. What?
You did a private one.
No.
Hey!
You lost.
Yeah, I know. But the World Cup is nearly here, innit? Listen, welcome back to another episode of Stoppage Time TV.
Oh, we started?
Live in the flesh, live and direct.
I didn't even know.
Direct and effect, you already know what time it is. New microphones, new settings, same cast back. Producer still in the building, Hot Tap Production. Say something for the crowd.
What's up?
So American.
I ain't used to this.
What's up?
Do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. But as ever, show is presented by Manscaped, STTV, 20% off. I've got some stuff I want to read to you so you know what to do.
What are you saying? We got ad reads now, yeah?
Yeah, ready?
There's the auto cue. Where's the thing, man?
Man said, the holiday season will be giving thanks to friends over at Manscaped and the return of football's biggest stage. Can you read the next line, please? Yes, we're going to do a line each.
Let me read the whole thing, man.
Don't Floyd Mayweather this thing out.
He can't even read!
Hey, my pride for my dong squad and my country have never been stronger since Manscaped upgraded my grooming game with the ultimate men's hygiene bundle.
Come to the next line.
Avoid a Marwan Fellaini bush in your midfield and clean up your midsection with Manscaped. Proud sponsors of Stoppage Time TV. Can't read?
No, I can't read.
I'll continue, shall I? Join over 7 million men worldwide who trusted Manscaped with this exclusive offer by going to Manscaped and using the code STTV and get your 20% off. That's free shipping when you use the code STTV at manscaped.com. Be thankful for the best gift of all from Manscaped to hit the target and make sure you have a football-filled holiday season. Your balls will thank you.
Beautiful words. Cut the bush. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Cut the bush. Set man's things sweating because he went to stoppage time today. Last minute results. You know what I mean? Set man at home was sweat. Bro, clean that off, man. You know what I mean? Manscaped, FTTV, bro.
It's
Oh,
true.
you're talking about, I was going to wait, what?
You thought it was an indirect at you, innit?
Nah.
You started getting parallel.
No, I was like,
Why you getting paranoid? What's going on?
Chelsea result had him sweating.
Manscaped. Do you know what's it called? The wool thing and that. Man's got that type. So you like that. But listen, man. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Bro, that was a
classic.
smash hit, man. We're best at promos. But as it is, if anyone's not here yet, go and tell them, like, share, subscribe. Let's get 1K in here. Let's get more people in here. As is tradition, if you collected 3 points this weekend, hold out the 3 point collectors. Give a clap.
Hey, global, worldwide. Big up yourselves. It's an exclusive club.
You know what I'm saying? It is an exclusive
Ain't for
club.
everyone.
Hold tight the participants. I mean, you turned up to the game.
Hey, it's
Football
taking
can't be
part.
played with one team.
Taking part.
Listen, man. Hold tight the players going to the World Cup.
Hey.
That's the last game before, so you know.
Nah, that's we do this once every 4 years. Well done, man.
Dreams come true for some.
For real.
You know?
For real.
For the fact that you even managed to make it there in one piece, because bare man have been dropped. So hold tight that. Obviously, we're coming straight from the United game, touch United game, but there's a lot to discuss. If you're wondering what we're going to be talking about, we've got Arsenal stuff, we've got City stuff, we've got Chelsea stuff, definitely. We've got a little question that we're going to throw out as well. We've got some Spurs stuff, don't worry, we're touching on Spurs as well. So I was going to say we're touching everything, pause, but there's no need to be doing all of that. Anyway, let's get into it. Fulham, Manchester United.
Hey, we're becoming too poor.
What made you go with that verse, bro?
Turn the screen.
Yeah, good talk, man. You need to feel the essence, man. Why you looking? You're looking at the screen. The screen's in front of you, boy. What's going on? You bluffing?
Yeah.
But listen,
Where we
2-1
starting?
win. Injury time goal. Commentators are calling it the birth of an icon. Talk to me. Is he the truth?
Is he him? Is Garnacho him? Last minute winner. Europa League as well played his part as well. I feel like over the last couple of weeks he's almost been like that bit of fresh spark that you lot needed with it. And I think you said it the last couple of weeks as well. I know you weren't here last week, but the front line's gone a little bit stale. There's no one you can really rely on if it's not Rashford. Is he that kind of spark exactly what you needed? Is he him?
I mean, to say is he him, you got to do a lot more to be him. Let me tell you that now. Like, I've seen top young players come through Man United, you know what I mean, my whole time supporting the club. So I can't say he's him yet, but he's got the right mentality and he's coming on and making an impact, bruv. And that's all you can ask for, bruv. Come on and make an impact. And that's what he's doing. If you look at what we've been lacking in attack, somebody that's direct, somebody that wants to take you on immediately as they get the ball. As soon as he came on, he was a threat. You know what I mean? He was a threat. He keeps going. He's somebody that doesn't look like his confidence will waver if the first or the second one doesn't work out. He'll keep going, and that's a top man. That's what you need as a young player, because old heads are going to be looking at you and being like, hey, next time, bro, you better pass that one. But you still do what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? And that's what he's doing. So massive respect to him. I wouldn't say he's him yet. Like, bro, I've seen Yanizai come and save a drowning Man United team.
Makeda.
I've seen Makeda come. I've seen a lot of these things. I'm not saying that he's... Well, Yanizai was very talented. So I'm not saying that he's like this clear guy. I'm not saying he's at the bottom or anything like that. But what he's doing is what Man United need at the moment. But as I said, it's about going on and consistently doing it. And I don't want it to be a situation where now we're all calling and begging for a 17, 18-year-old to start week in, week out. And same thing happened to Mr. You can't say his name. Same thing happened to Rashford. We've had Yannis that so many times Man United have had young players come in. They give us some things. Shiny new toy. Start week in, week out, please. Do everything for us. Save these grown-ass men. Carry them. And the next thing you know, they get to 19, 20, 21, and we're saying they're washed. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's what happens. So, good start, but he needs to continue it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I'm super happy for the boy, man. I'm super happy, and that's what we want, man. Take them last-minute winners in stoppage time, right before stoppage time.
I see what you said.
I feel like he's almost playing with that freedom as well, where, you know, when Rashford broke through, 39 season, there's not that pressure. You know there's star man ahead of you in the lineup. When I come on, I've just got to take on a man or two, do a nice little touch, and if I get a goal, it's a bonus. But the thing I'm impressed by is his want to get them goals. It's like, I'm seeing him go one-on-one with keepers, and he can play the square ball. No, I'm lashing this. So he definitely strikes me as like, I'm going to get mine before I give you yours.
I mean, look, we always talk about like people from Argentina, you're a dog, or what have you got in there, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to say he's a dog or nothing, but he's got that mentality where them man keep going. They keep going. Same with Lisandro Martinez back there. They keep going. You know what I mean? Whether you make a mistake or not, you keep going. That's the mentality you need. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's got a nice life. Play with his idol over here. Go to Argentina, play with Messi. Hey, if you fail this football education, I'm kind of watching you closely.
Production, say what you said. Say
I'm
what you said
watching
in pre-pro, because that was, you were spitting with some stuff when you said about the origin story, because about...
This guy got an Alex Hunter origin story, bro. If y'all ever played the Journey on FIFA, my player on 2K, hey, man, this guy's too good to fail.
I mean,
the story's too good to fail.
Look, I've seen better talents fail, so I'm trying to keep a lid on it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Are you a fan of the celebrations?
The celebrations?
Yeah. The shirt up.
Yeah, bro. We get it. You love Ronaldo at some point. Right? You know what I mean? Let's cool it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Become your own man a little bit. You know
I can't
what I'm
lie.
saying?
Speed probably wanted to run on and be like...
I can't lie. When he did this one, that was cold and stuff.
Nice.
Obviously, I've seen him do the Sue in the academy and stuff. Yeah. But my man's probably going to start doing the Sue. Like, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I like about him, though? Is like, he's done it the honest way. Like, obviously, the move to United from Atleti, whatnot, but he's put down numbers, he's grafted, and it's like, you get your opportunity, you take it. That's all you can ask for, especially when you're going into a break now. January will come, players may not be, well, not even January, December will come, players may not be fresh. He's put himself where he can be in contention.
Is he in the squad, World Cup squad?
I believe so, as far as I was aware.
I don't think he didn't get it, but that's what I'm saying, he's going to be fresh. Everyone else is going to go. He's been training, but they're planning for the next one. He didn't get called up for the main squad. No. Well, he's too young, there's no need to rush him. There's no need for that.
Man.
There's no need for that.
Dybala's going, yeah, on crutches.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
Fraud out here,
Protecting
man.
boot.
Bring the truth.
But no, he's done well. I think the question I wanted to ask you is, if this is the midpoint of the season, what is the main takeaways you take with United at the moment?
Still not good enough.
Go on.
It's still not good enough, man. It's still not good enough. Today, we should have. I think we should have won the game. We had chances, but the performance was poor. And we've seen too many of it, man. I still say it, and I'm happy to see all the right stuff are coming out of the club in terms of, like, you know, when the reports about your club come out from reporters and stuff, it's saying Ten Hag wants a squad overhaul. I've said we need a squad overhaul for a long time. People say, you spent this much money. whatever, that failed. Okay, it failed. You know what I mean? We need a squad overhaul. The overall player quality is too low. We're far too easy to play against. Teams are running through us with ease. Up teams are coming and are confident to play against United. I watched Wolves, Arsenal just yesterday. Wolves looked like they knew. It's a long day today. You know what I mean? Playing against Arsenal. That's what United need to be doing once you cross the line. Do you know what I mean? And at the moment, teams are getting too much confidence, too much opportunity. We got away with it today with a poor performance. Villa, we didn't get away with it. New manager bounced. They said, you know what? You guys are going to hold this today. Do you know what I'm saying? So Villa in the cup, again, that was a dramatic game, but it wasn't the greatest performance. Performance levels are still far too low for Man United. You know what I mean? But to go into the World Cup with what? We're fifth. I think we're about 3 points maybe behind Spurs. It might be with a game in hand. So that's not too much of a bad position. At the end of the day, top four is what United should be aiming for and looking at. So we're still within reach.
Yeah.
But what is that? 0 goal difference?
Yeah,
0
goal difference.
That stuff is going to have to improve. For me, I want United to dip into the market in January. Will they? I don't know.
What would you want to see come in?
We need goals. We need someone that can get us goals. And for me, we need an extra centre midfielder as well. Just to start with, the problem with January is, can you sign that top one that you really want? I don't want United to be in a position where it's starting stopgap. That's the only thing. But if there's someone out there that you can get in the market that can help you score more goals, then United need to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Victor?
Can you get him in January? No, while he's in the Champions League, while they're about to win, while they're trying to win a league.
That's the one that United fans always say though.
De Laurentiis got that guy on a death row contract.
All of them.
You don't want to do 20 mil, Martial?
What do you mean? Anthony Martial. What, sell?
Sell Martial? Get Tony in?
Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Martial.
No,
sorry.
he said sell Martial.
Sorry, yeah. Send them Martial 20 mil for Tony.
Oh.
Yeah.
Send Martial to Brentford. Hey, yo, that's bad, man. That's not gonna happen. Let's be real.
That's one of them FIFA.
Ten Hag just talk about Martial. He said that he liked him. Martial had a couple of nice touches today. Obviously, he was part of the goal. However, listen, it's his first game's coming back, but I still think United are never really going to be that type of threat, you know, with someone like that. But he's just come back. He helps in the build-up and stuff, and let's see. But overall, United are still not at the level. Man United fans, yes, Ten Hag is doing a good job. He's doing certain things. He's got the expectation. He's got the desire to win. But I hate the word, but it is a process, bruv. It is a process. The inconsistency you can see with this team is going to live all season.
Yeah. I don't want to, because we don't want to turn into United show. United's always the show, the one that we did before.
Yeah, because
well.
we're main event.
I was going to say.
We're main event. Stop putting us on main event, then we won't be the talk of the town. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, Fulham
Closing
quickly.
act. Us.
I say grand opening, grand closing.
That's how it is. You know what I mean?
On Fulham, Paulino that's the player that needs to be discussed.
Hey, man.
That
He
was
needs a big move.
That was a great performance.
I don't know how the hell Fulham ended up snagging him, but big player. Yeah.
What was it? 9 tackles, 12 interceptions, duels.
Bro, every time I looked up, he was crunching
Tried to
someone.
score
Nine
baskets,
tackles,
winning
12
like
duels,
tried to score bicycle kick.
fifth most touches on the pitch.
I mean,
Yeah, tried to score a bicycle
yeah,
kick.
the quality shows, man. The quality shows, and that's what we say about this league. It's not just managers you've got dotted at. Like, oh, that's a manager at that team. You got players dotted in teams. You're like, why the hell are you at Fulham? So no,
It's kind
shout
of
to
like
him.
remember when Højbjerg was at Southampton. I always thought he could play somewhere else, and went to
100%.
Spurs and looks
And
a
then
very good
lo and behold,
midfielder
you're
over
seeing
there.
it.
Do you know what I mean?
So no, I think Fulham tried. I mean, it's always going to be hard with Mitrovic. They caused a few problems here and there, but I mean, for them, if they won, they would have gone above Chelsea, I believe. So they're trying to do their own little thing. You know like that? It's mad, isn't it? It's crazy.
Real West London derby time.
Oh, crazy. Fam, that game's going to be, fam, you know, that game's going to be a bit sticky still.
Both of them
But,
stadiums need work too, man.
no, like that, fam. It's the council, man. It's the councils. They want to make flats,
Hey,
no redevelopment.
OG stoppage intro
Trust me.
with the car park.
Oh man, but let us know any comments, any super chats. Let us know production. There's a lot to get into. Before we go any further as well, because we're at that kind of midpoint of the season. If you're watching right now, I want you to send in what your surprise of the season has been so far. So whether that's a player, performances, a result, send in the comments what your surprise of the season so far. Production will let us know some of the best ones. But
This Premier League, man.
it's
3 points ain't easy to get, bro.
Real talk. There's
3
been loads of
points.
surprises.
We get in, we get out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
real
As I
talk.
said, I'll take my top into the rafters. Fam.
If you're Wobie, they'll throw it back to
I'm
you.
telling you, bro, you gotta get in and get out. So overall, I'm not too
treacherous.
upset.
No, 100%. I think naturally, if we're talking about United being 3 points off the top 4, it's only right we speak about what else is going in that top 4 race.
You got any questions?
And nothing come in. Let's quickly touch on Spurs, and then we'll go to the people that fell away from it. How long can Spurs keep going away with this? Right?
Brother, your guess is as good as mine. Every week I sit there and I'm like, the jig is up. They got us now. They're sending in the SWAT team. I said, and it seems like every single week it's almost like the same story. Start off disgusting, play uninspiring football, go 1 or 2 goals down, get a reaction second half. Set pieces, all of a sudden now we've become specialists at them all of a sudden. And then find a character from somewhere to always squeeze out the result. And I'm like,
your turn.
Listen.
It's your turn.
Bro, it's
Friends
crazy.
said, I'm gonna
It's
get a brace
crazy.
today.
Yeah, it's your turn.
And the thing is, it's like, I was saying to you that before we even came in here, like, if you look at it on paper, you're thinking Spurs are 4th, top of the Champions League group, 3rd highest scorers in the league. There's no problems here.
But not
if
all
you
is not what it
really
seems.
look at it, I'm like, listen, I'm just grateful now we've got to the World Cup break, and I'm like,
I think it's
we're still
7
here?
games. 7 games.
Alright, cool. This
seven,
is why I
7
said,
consecutive games you've conceded first.
bro, it's absolutely spooky.
For a
Like, every
defensive
game we
team
watch
as
it,
well.
and now I've gotten to the stage where almost like when we concede, I'm like, oh,
It's fine, no worries.
now we'll start playing. It's like now the game begins.
Say
type
the
of
comment
thing,
you
so-
made earlier.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
what I'm
thought
saying,
it was
bro.
good insight.
You lot are blessed, very blessed to have Harry Kane, bro.
Well, there was another comment you made as well, and a manager that did this in the Premier League for a long
Oh,
time.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We did this on the Ollie, innit?
Oh, don't
We
do
did
that.
this under
oh,
Oli.
don't do that.
We were
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah,
comeback
yeah.
kings
You
under
did
Oli.
something similar under Oli,
Yeah.
but the difference is we actually have a good coach who, if given the
got it.
right players, I feel like he could do something better.
Boy, you better finish second
and
then.
here's the thing. This is what?
You better finish second then.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you chipping in for?
That's a producer, produce. Man said he
What did you finish second?
Man said move
Where
the
did this come from?
Man said move the camera or something.
Crowbar around the head. No. Leave us out of that second talk because that's all City and Arsenal. The way I see it is January for me is a position to strengthen your top 4 spot. You've now qualified in the Champions League. Did you do that just to go and embarrass yourself against AC Milan? I actually want to see us put up a game against them. So for me, it's the case. The second half of the season, we know the football's not been good enough. Why is that? Because we lack the depth, we lack the wing backs, we don't have a solid defense. Can we address those problems? Those are problems we had in the summer. Don't let them linger over into the second half of the season. Last year, we were one of the biggest winners coming out of that January window with Kulusevski and Bentancur. Saved our asses yesterday. And those two as well, I got to praise them to the highest hills because what they've been doing for us this season,
Kulusevski.
levels. Kulusevski, I've been telling people, the boy's a pure
cooking. He
hooper.
cooks.
They said we signed a bunch of Juve rejects. Who's laughing now?
Fam, I can't lie. It's just with Conte, all I think is watch this.
And I feel
Man just
and the
man
thing
just start
is,
coming out of nowhere.
as I
It's
said,
so
I feel
silly.
like we've got a nice spine to build around with Romero, Bentancur, Kane.
Why the Spurs
Kulu.
fans angry with him?
Who? Romero.
Romero,
Oh,
hype.
because he's like protecting himself for the World Cup, which I don't blame him. As you can see, everyone's dropping like flies, and they're like, "Hey, man, we don't also don't want to see Sanchez every week. We don't want to see Dyer every week. We don't want to see Davis." So the fact that they have to put up with that, I get the
That
frustration.
might be
a little bit.
that might be a good FTB culture. How Ajax players kind of don't adjust once they leave that because the list is
Hey,
lengthy.
Lisandro?
No, I'm saying there's some man like that.
People that
Not
are
all
born
can
in that little environment, and then they make their name in that environment, they don't bang. But talking about Kulusevski, yeah, I remember you said he's the most important player. Do you still stand? Do you think it's
I said
definitely?
last week, and-
Was
and-
it last
and
week that he said it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was last week when I said it, and I've been saying it like all season on Twitter. But
Still
for
think
me,
it's Kane, though.
Here's what I say: Kane is the most important piece if you look at it in totality of the team. But I think what makes the team tick, I've seen Kane in that team when Kulusevski isn't there, and it looks uninspiring. It looks so slow. Now, Kulusevski for me is that one player of a different profile. No one in the team can dribble like him. No one can pick it up from halfway and just. Yesterday, that 4th goal created it out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, and you saw even last week when he came off the subs bench, the complete difference he made. One man making that difference to me says everything.
I think he's got 5 assists in the Premier League, and he's barely even played that many games, bro.
It's crazy. Last
Come up
season,
from
you
injury
saw
and
the
stuff
numbers
as
he
well.
had when he came in January as well. He was looking like signing of the season. So for me, I've said, I think from a what he brings to the table perspective, he's the one we can't replace. I feel like with Kane, we've seen moments where he's been injured or had a month out. Son has stepped up. Other players have stepped up. We've been able to get goals some way, somehow. Kulusevski, as soon as he's out, no width, no creativity, no drive.
I think the worst thing is that the thing I like the most about him, bro, is he's mad creative, bro. He's that playmaker. He's literally like a wide playmaker, bro. He's coming inside, dinking balls into the box. I can go down the line. I can take you on. Pass first type of guy. He's a quality player, man.
The thing about the modern day like inverted wingers is they love to cut in
and shoot or be in the back post.
With him, that's what I love. Is his decision making. For me, I think is the most slept on thing. Where he's always like, it could be cutting and cross, cutting and shoot, or I might even take it down the byline and just 3 yards to Bentancur, here you go type thing. So his decision making for me is one of the best things about him.
No, that's why he's cooking on
Bentancur as well. Soon we're
Those
gonna
are two
start
Conte signings, so back him.
It goes back to what I said.
16
What did
million
I say?
pounds.
What did I say last week? I said if those are proof of concept signings, doesn't it say that if I have the money, I can do something? Because the allegation against him is he's gonna sign Darmian and all of these guys.
Yeah,
that are
but
past it.
Richarlison, 0 and 11 Premier League games.
He's just what I'll say is I let him off yesterday because he's coming back off like a 3-week layoff or whatever. But you're right, Crew Hive.
But you're like the phone
Y'all
note.
tricked me.
Hey, yo,
I thought you was ass. Nigga, you alright?
yeah, you alright?
Bro, I just hope that in the World Cup now he can go
he
Brazil,
finds something,
he finds some rhythm, finds some form. Because 10 Premier League games, and the thing was is those 2 games early on were like Fulham as well. Actually, ironically, he played well against, got man of the match, and then the Champions League game against Marseille, he won it. Since then, it's been like the performances have even been bad. So. Listen, that front line needs clicking. We need some January additions, but we move.
So before we go to talk about the top of the table stuff and everything, we have to address the pride of London and
Who?
The pride quotation marks.
Hey,
pride of
that tag gone.
bro.
That tag's over in North London.
Disgrace of London at the moment.
Mad.
It said the pride.
It's mad. It's fast.
London got run through the other day anyway. Every London club, except from Charlton, went out of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it's
London ain't it.
What, that energy drink thing?
London ain't it.
I said the energy drink thing.
Bro, that's the last trophy you'd have won.
Hey!
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it was a different name.
Yeah, it was a beer them times. You know what I mean? The Carlin.
So progressive. They're trying to be a bit progressive. They changed it a
listen,
little
man.
bit.
We're leveling up. We got content now.
You man, gonna let me pod?
Boy, it depends how long you go
don't know,
on
it
for.
depends.
I won't go too long. We've got stuff to do. We've got places to be.
I
Get
got
that.
some stuff to
But-
say.
I got some points to hit as well still. But
Go on, talk to us
the
about
floor is
your
yours.
boys, man. 3 losses in a row, is that?
3 Premier League losses in a row. 3 consecutive losses in a row for the first time since 2006.
Remember, you said you're walking out this season with a trophy, right?
I walked it back. Remember last week? I walked it back last week.
What do you mean you walked it back?
No, he wants you to walk it back in front of him.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
No, I
was
watched
in
it
my-
last week.
I was
Try
in
to
my-
do
I was
the
in my-
when
I was in
Cam's
my
in-
sick
What,
bag. I didn't-
hyperbolic chamber?
I
Man
didn't
said he's
see.
like this.
I was in my
Man
sick
said
bag.
hyperbolic.
I
You were
didn't
watching,
see.
you
No, I
nerd,
wasn't.
bruv.
That wasn't me. That
You
wasn't
know-
me.
what, was a bot?
That was a clone. It was a
Yeah,
clone. You
dumb.
got
What, botcha
mods.
bums? What, botcha bums?
Mods, you gotta get rid of these clones. You know what I'm trying to say? Can you tell me?
We
You
need
said
to
that
sack mods, by the way.
You're
Nah,
winning a trophy.
It's looking bleak. We might even get we top 4 is looking brazy as well.
Oh, you guys ain't gotta worry about that.
No,
You
top
guys
4
ain't gotta
is
worry
looking
about top
brazy.
4.
Nah, it's looking.
What is wrong with
Listen,
Chelsea though at the moment?
Everything's just come
you
to
could-
shit at the wrong time. I feel like the way I tried to describe it to someone yesterday was, you look at that lineup and you think, what? The only positive you could take of that lineup is, oh yeah, 6 academy boys. That's the only positive you could take from lineup. You look at the lineup.
Academy.
High, exactly.
Cobham.
Cobham High.
You're looking.
Get out of here.
You're looking. You're like, what? But there's a few things here, and I won't speak for too long. It's not a Chelsea podcast, but ultimately, you look at Newcastle. Newcastle come. People already saying that, oh yeah.
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
No. Leave Newcastle out of this.
Hey,
No, but it's what I'm saying.
you
Wait,
see-
let me
Hey,
talk.
you see this? Yeah, you
Let
see
me
what he
talk.
does?
Let
It's
me
not
talk.
a Chelsea. No, we're here to talk
so
about Chelsea.
So let me
About
talk.
not- Yeah,
So let
alright,
me
cool.
talk.
Yeah, talk.
So Newcastle come and they do that, and it's like, okay, this team is superior to where we are. That team is going on to try and win a league. They were bottom of the league last year. They make 1-2 signings and whatnot. They're cooking. They've got an English manager, but this is a manager that's seen a lot, been through a lot, and he has, the pieces that he bought were right for him. Graham Potter's come into a situation, and I scratched my head a lot because I remember he didn't want to take the Spurs job. So it's like,
Thought he was too good for that.
so this is what I'm saying now. And I'm one of those people,
I
yeah.
remember.
I'm not gonna. We just have to address everything that's on the table. So if you feel like you can do better than that, or you're not ready for that, this is a harder job to come into. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
The Chelsea job is a harder job to come into. And he's come into a situation where people are going to say, yes, there's injuries, but I don't know if it's, again, naivety or arrogance that you think that you can come in and just change his team like this. Because Thomas Tuchel was suffering for a bit and they got rid of him. He may have fixed it, he may not have fixed it. But you have a team, right, where I have to give you credit. The signings are disjointed. People are talking about you're signing money, you should be doing stuff. But okay, are you signing to replace players or are you signing to improve your squad? No one can answer that question. No one can actually say what the best 11 is on paper. There's so many questions that are not getting answered. So you now bring in someone who, again, for me, the one thing I'll say is you've got to be harsh in football. We see it with the top managers do it all the time. Fergie, you know what? Van Nistelrooy, you're cool, but Ronaldo's a guy.
But
Boom.
so are
Shake
you
the tree.
saying that Potter is not up to the task to be Chelsea manager?
It's
Is
a
this what you're
difficult
saying?
job, but I would have said before, it's a difficult job, but you're seeing it now. When we had was it 10 games unbeaten, and the United game came up, the first thing I said was, this is the game where we're going to see, because the lights are on, everyone's watching. We lost that game. The big game after that, what happened? Lost that game as well. The big game after that, what happened? Lost that. So
But
now
is
it's gone
he
from...
up to
He's
the...
not.
Is,
He's
so,
not.
so he's not a Chelsea manager, you reckon?
He's not. We have to be...
So
real,
are
he's
you
not.
Potter out?
I can't be out.
Hold
because that's
on, hold on, hold on.
He's only just got to the door. I'm not out. I'm not
The
out.
minute I know a manager ain't up to it, you gotta get out of my club.
not-
Are you Potter out?
I'm not out.
So
Because
that means you're trusting in a manager that you believe is not up to the
No,
task of being a Chelsea manager.
I'm understanding
You're going to give
that-
that guy
no, no.
another 200, 300 million.
I'm
They calling
understanding.
Mays a politician right now.
I'm understanding. Everyone said,
Mays handcuffed.
I'm understanding that we're not
I'm
the
a
team that we
celebrity.
think we are. We're not the team we think we are. We're not.
Right.
We're not at that level that we think we are anymore.
So
Do you
if
know
you're
what I
not
think?
at that level, then you must be at the level that Potter can coach at. If you're not at that level, then that means the club standard of Chelsea has dropped down to the level of a Graham Potter.
Which is spooky, because I'll say this. So we went from Champions League to investment to now in a situation where, let's call it for what it is. This guy, and I said it before, he was 16th twice with Brighton, played nice football, did one nice season, everything cool. This is now, you've now given this guy a 7-year contract. So what, do we have to wait 3 years for Chelsea to be where they're going to be?
Yeah.
What did I just hear?
Is
Yeah.
that what, that's what people are trying to sell?
Yeah.
That's
Potter
what people are
signed
trying
a
to
how long?
Yeah.
Potter signed a how
Brother,
long?
This
That's
is
what I'm saying.
No,
That's
no,
what I'm
no,
saying.
you man trolling
bro.
me. You man are trolling me.
Bro, this
Verify
is why I'm
it for me.
laughing. This is why I'm
Verify it
laughing.
for me.
Potter signed
So the thing is,
This is
how
why
can
I'm
it be
laughing.
out?
7.
Can you verify it for me? I believe it's 7. I believe it's 7.
I think it's 6, but go on.
What's the
But it's a
difference between 6 and 7?
long-term deal anyway. But
they think
continue,
he's
continue.
Diego
I want to hear
Simeone.
what's wrong.
So, but this is what I'm saying. That's not okay. He shouldn't be in that situation. But that comes from Roman's gone. Someone's come in. This is
Right.
what we're doing, and that's why it's techie.
So from top to bottom, for me,
It's
it sounds like
disjointed.
this
It's
club
just-
is rotten.
it's-
So
it's-
when,
it's-
when we say what's wrong with Chelsea, I've written down 4 points here.
Go on.
You let me know as a Chelsea fan if
Yeah.
I'm wrong. I said you've got a board without a vision.
Yeah,
Because what I'll say is, I look at the kamikaze window.
Yeah.
I look at the scattergun approach,
Yeah.
basically, where we just sign anybody. We got Chilwell. Okay, we'll sign Cucurella.
Yeah.
We got 3 centre backs. We'll sign for Fana.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just get anybody who we can get since we can't get
FIFA
Rafinha.
things.
Yeah.
FIFA things.
Yeah.
Koulibaly
And
high.
then you look at the Tuchel situation where he should have a lot of credit in the bank. Chop,
No
change. Let's get a manager who's completely inexperienced.
Yeah,
Coming to the next point, a manager who is out of his depth.
100%.
For me, this guy is drowning. And in the early couple games, for someone who was classed as a tactician and a great tactical mind, I ain't seen nothing that he's implemented. Whether it's a solid press, a solid defense, good width,
Did you hear what Peter
formation
Drury said
changes.
yesterday?
Bro,
He said the only press that is the pressing. I said that
I
guy's a
said,
wordsmith.
nah, he was dropping bars yesterday. I can't
Go
even
on,
lie
what's
to
your
you.
third one?
I said the third one is a squad in transition as well.
Transition-
So, and
no,
when
no,
I
no,
say
no, no.
when I say squad in transition,
You're
yeah,
being
it's,
too nice. You're being too
very,
nice.
I'm
right
being
there.
very generous
Tran-
there
tran-
because it's a
transition's
squad
not
that
right. That comes from the board.
100%.
That
It's,
comes
it's a
from the-
knock-on effect, all of this.
Yeah.
And then the last but not least, a spoiled fan base who has not adjusted its reality
Yeah.
to the perspective that it's in. Because for me, Chelsea are still of the mindset, Chelsea fans, that they are that team. You know, like City and Liverpool. Yeah, we're competing with them.
Nope.
We saw last season you was way off. The Champions League, we've said many a times it's papered over crack. Chelsea still think they are elite top dogs. You're not. You're in a top 4
You see
mix,
my-
lads.
you see my tweet yesterday?
And
They
you
ain't
are
been in
way
a-
off it.
They ain't been in a
way
ti-
off
They
it.
ain't been in a title race
For
since
5
2000,
4
since they won the
years,
league.
bro.
Since
Since
won
they
the league.
last won the league. So it's like, hold on, you're living off merits of 6 years ago. The Champions League, okay, it was nice, but you need to progress from that. They have gone backwards since then.
Understood.
And no Chelsea fan is willing to sit through a transition.
Yeah.
This is the other part of
The
it.
Roman, that's
And
the
this is
Roman part.
where I'm saying they need to adjust their reality, because United fans had to do it. Arsenal fans had to do it. When you step back from that elite position, you have to adjust yourself.
The climb.
United
It's the climb.
fans, Chelsea fans right now, they're still of the, where's Roman?
Where's
Hey, is the
Tuchel?
money coming?
It's
Where's
like
Tuchel?
He's
They're still
gone.
dreaming.
Let it go. He is gone.
Move
He is
on.
gone.
Yeah, but-
Reality is here
So,
now, lads.
When I put the tweet out yesterday, people were still. Do you know when I realized that people were?
What was the tweet?
I was like, first time since 2006, 3 consecutive losses. I said the Chelsea is gone. It's gone. That's the reality. It's gone. And
this is
when we had Roman, right? Again, back to one point that you mentioned before, when you said life after Roman is going to be rough. People had this perception. We know how we talk about Spurs. Is that sustainable? That manager changing thing was never going to be fully sustainable. We just got very fortunate very many times. Remember when we tried to switch up with AVB, young coach?
This is
and
the
he
most
went
reminiscent.
and he went
I said this
and
yesterday.
he went mad, and they said, you know what? Nah, let's sack it off. We had
This
better
is-
players then.
Don't let that happen
But-
again. You're not in position where
But
you
it's
had
not
Roman.
It's not Roman. It's not
can't
Roman.
let-
but
And
it's-
the thing is, I don't know the proof of concept of these guys. I know Roman's brazen enough to be like, you know what? I messed up. I'm shifting. I don't know what Bowley's gonna do. He's doing this American sports thing 6 years. You know what? We'll suffer for 3 years. Chelsea. The
you
issue is
prepared for that?
Chelsea are not used to suffering.
Are you prepared? For
I'm not-
it?
I'm not
You
used to
as a
suffering.
Chelsea fan,
I'm
are
not
you
used to
prepared
suffering.
for 3. No, if you're seeing Arsenal situation now, number 1, 5 points clear, Christmas going into the World Cup.
Insane.
They've had to suffer. 2 8th places. They've had to suffer. Banter on the timelines year after year. Are you prepared to suffer this if it means the long term? You get to pattern up.
We're gonna
as
have to suffer.
As a spoiled Chelsea fan, the last 20 years you've been drinking out of
Less.
cups.
Yeah.
I'm leaving with something.
Yeah. No,
Are you ready to
it's
humble down, mate?
No, you have to. I said it. The Chelsea's gone. The Chelsea we know is gone.
The reality is, though,
Then you must. Then for me, if that's the case, then you must have patience with Potter.
But this is what have you
That's
noticed?
my thing. You
My
must have
Whenever
patience.
I say anything about Potter, I bring it in context onto where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Same thing when I said it's not Brighton where you can go on the radar for 3 months. It's the lights here are super
But
bright.
what was the famous line you used to say as well? Sometimes things have to get worse
To get better.
before they get better.
It's
and I
it's
feel
the
like
truth.
Chelsea are at that stage now.
But the
I
thing
don't,
is,
the thing is, I don't think it's got as bad as it can get.
Bro,
Nah,
you
listen,
lot were
the thing
10
is,
Jose
right,
and
I
shit,
think
bro.
it can,
I've seen Chelsea get
but
ugly.
when we have to, you're bear man with those. That's you can count as tanking. Oh, we got the players. We're going to spend money.
Players
What?
down tools.
We fully don't know what's gonna.
forget-
We don't.
forget
We don't know.
tanking.
We don't know what's gonna happen here, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, listen. Do you know how mad it is? Yeah. The Lewis Hole thing. Yeah. You posted merit. I've been saying to you for how many weeks? You know what? Just put Hutchinson and them man in
Some
because I
kids,
know what's
yeah.
going to happen. Bro, I will accept it if it's that. All of these man that you're saying that, oh yeah, bro.
the reality is, Chelsea.
Chelsea's gone, bro.
I've been saying for a long time, one of United's biggest issues have been recruitment. Chelsea's recruitment over the last couple years have been a disgrace, bro. It's as simple as that. It's been a disgrace. And in what it is that you now have this accumulation of players from many, many windows of poor recruitment.
different managers
Marina
can
might
say as
have lost her job for it. A manager, this guy Tuchel might have lost a job. But whoever it has been assembled, Lampard, whatever, it's a poor collection of players. A lot of these players are not suited to what Chelsea want to do. Some of them do not seem like Premier League players. Some of them were signed, as I said, when I said it in the summer, I said it's freestyle signings. That's what I said. You mentioned that with people like Koulibaly and that. Napoli are flying without him. Thank you very much.
Kim Min-jae?
We'll go to the title, mate. Koulibaly, you can hold that. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they're going for the title when Koulibaly steps out of the club. You know what I'm saying? Coincidence? You can put that if you really want to. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But what the reality is, though, the recruitment has been poor. Like, so many players, when you look through it, Havertz, okay, we can talk about papering over the cap, won the Champions League. Havertz, he's a bust in the Premier League. It's a fact. Werner, he was a bust. Pulisic,
Lukaku.
Big bust.
Pulisic. You know, we're coming for you in the World Cup too as well. We're going to haunt you
We're gonna
too
spin
there.
the block on
Yeah,
you.
I mean, England's not a nice place for you. You know what I mean? It's not a nice place for you. That's what I'm saying. But, you know what I mean? People like...
What's wearing a Brazil top, you know? What's wrong with man? What's wrong with this top, guy?
I want you to try.
I know, but for real though, like...
Nah.
No, but for real though, like, a lot of the signings have been made. Raheem Sterling, it's not looking good right now.
Bench
Aubameyang,
yesterday.
what was that
No,
signing?
it's not.
There's no real thinking behind these signings, and now this is where Chelsea are gonna be. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna need a big rebuild, because we can talk about the manager as much as we want.
But it's not
Tuchel
all
was gonna
him.
drown this season. Let me
Yeah.
tell you that he was gonna drown this season. Potter is going to drown, but what happens is, as I said, when Potter got appointed, as soon as Potter starts drowning, people are going to be like, what's your CV? Oh, you've actually done nothing.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. And you're the manager of Chelsea? That is what is happening right now. But the reality is, this has been years in the making for Chelsea. That's all it is. Years in the making. Tuchel, we've always gave his credit for his system is getting the best out of certain situations defensively, blah, blah, blah. I question him offensively, still do, because 2 of his signings are Aubameyang and Sterling. They can't hit a barn door at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to hear anything like that. His signings were mid. However, this, as I said, this has been years in the making. And you just got to hold, you can't blame thingy. Bowley, he came in thinking that he knows everything about this sport. You know what? Marine, I don't need you. Sack, check, sack. Everyone's
done
gone.
it Elon Musk, you know.
Bro.
He done it Elon
You know what I'm
Musk.
saying? And then now you lot are talking about,
done it Elon
you know, in the summer we're going to go for Rafael Leao. Oh, another one that's just the obvious name. Nkunku, another one that's just the obvious name. Let's see, man. Them man are going to go
And it's
bust.
like, how do they
bro.
even fit? What brand do they fit
but
into?
this
Do they fit into Potter's vision?
Well, and again, this is why if you give a man a 6-year contract and you're fully going to trust him, I can't say
It's not going to be Potter signings.
No, but
guarantee you this is Bowley signings.
But bro, this is what I'm saying.
Everyone's gonna
This
be
is
Bowley
why.
signings.
But this is why it's disjointed, because if you're saying that you like what he does and everything, and you saw it took him 3 years with that, I can't.
But what
tell
did
man
it take
that.
3 years to do? Like
To play nice
he did
football. That's what he
He
did.
had a nice time at Brighton, and I said Chelsea is a massive club. We got to remember Brighton, and I believe it might be Brentford and Bournemouth. Maybe between those 3 are the smallest clubs in the Premier League, and you're going from the smallest club in the Premier League to a Chelsea who are impatient, who are one of the biggest clubs in the country.
Mission.
It's a massive jump, bro.
The way I
It's a
described
massive
it,
jump.
I described it 2 ways. Yeah, I was like, this is like, you know, when you see them stories of someone winning the lottery and then they're broke within like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's like that, and it's like for Potter, it's like going to create like you've bought a puzzle, you empty it out, and it's like, right, there's bare shit missing here, bare different things. It's an impossible situation that's come from years of, as I've called it for the last few weeks, gross negligence. It's gross negligence. No long-term planning. Thinking that because you've been able to get out of it by doing this, you can continue to do that. I'm thinking that ultimately, it's a Chelsea thing. It's Chelsea. It's fine.
All I would
Catches up
advise
with
to
you.
Chelsea fans is try not to. All I would say to Chelsea fans is try not to blame, in my opinion, Potter too much.
That's what I said.
And the thing is, I get it. He's new. He doesn't have the experience, and I'm not pro Potter or anything like that.
But it's bigger than him.
Yes,
It's
for
bigger
me,
than
it's
him.
bigger than him.
Look
and
at
I
the
feel
club.
like this is the time to put pressure on the board. The board have come in. They're the ones that sacked Tuchel. They're the ones that have had this scattergun approach and signed all these players. Now you need them to back this manager and actually have a vision. Listen.
Tuchel is gone. Let it go.
Move on.
Let it go. Tuchel is gone. The trophies and everything we were doing, it might be gone for now. But listen, like I said, keep the blue flag high now, you know, hug each other.
Hey, this
We're
guy
gonna have to sit through it.
The PR, this guy.
We're gonna have to sit through it.
This guy,
We're gonna have to sit through it.
Yeah, he's still trying to get them mimosas and stuff in
We
the box.
have to hold it.
Yeah.
have to
He wants
hold
the
it.
mimosas in the box.
We have to hold it.
You know what I mean?
We have to hold it.
Three are looking at him like, yo.
We have to hold it. I said, how can you spin this?
Listen, we've been infiltrated, man. Yeah, we
have to hold it.
We losing our essence.
On the real, we have to hold it, man. Like, ultimately, you have to remember there was this braggadocio sort of element to Chelsea that, listen, Roman will sort it out. We win.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, nothing lasts forever, bro. We saw it with you lot and Fergie.
No, but one only thing I will criticize Potter with as well, is I feel like he's trying to accommodate everyone at the moment. He's trying to be a bit too... Listen.
That's why I said you got to make it
Fine.
so,
That
man.
lineup yesterday, not him saying nah.
No, for me, find an 11, whether it works or not.
Injuries.
Find the people that are...
He said
you,
injuries.
I don't know, man.
But
There's
that's
too
what
much
I'm
chop and
saying.
changes, man.
He said injuries. He said injuries. And that's why I said, is it arrogance or is it something else?
Where
But
was
again,
Sterling yesterday?
he was ill.
Sick.
Oh, but man
Stomach
just
bug.
suddenly getting ill before the World Cup.
You know, like that. But let us know you got super chats? Super chat, super stoppage time.
Alright, first one from Ash says Mason Mount, the invisible talisman.
Listen,
Now, a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, a lot of people are messaging me saying it's time to bring Mason Mount to court for the next hearings.
Yeah,
we ain't got any court dates haven't been scheduled right now, but
he's under surveillance.
We're-
so-
we're-
Sent
Yeah.
some investigators out.
No,
Yeah,
they've
yeah. I've
they've
seen
sent
people
the
outside
paper
there.
Papers have been
Yeah.
coming.
they're
They've been
taking
piling up.
pictures outside his house and
know
just
that-
seeing his...
There's
you
been
know
a
what I mean?
couple. There's been a couple BT engineers in the West London area just
Keeping an eye on him.
fixing lampposts.
Fixing their car and that, watching his moves.
There's been You know, Narcos when they used to send the plane over. There's been some activity. Don't worry, he's on notice still.
Yeah,
What's the other one?
Nash Veeb says, Chelsea fans, sit back and enjoy the World Cup. Forget the league position. We've been below standards for a long time. Now it's time to clean the mess. Potter in.
Yes, that's a good fan right there.
That's what I tweeted.
Good
I
fan.
said,
That's
enjoy the World
That's a
Cup.
real fan, yeah.
There's
I
one
said-
more. There's one more
Go
from
on.
Tim AFC, actually.
Big up, Tim.
Hey, he abuses me on Twitter.
This is a crazy.
You
This,
got Twitter ups, yeah?
Mm.
welcome.
What's he saying?
This is a crazy. He said, "You musketeers never learn."
Damn.
You said all of this on our techers. Our tech. Wow.
told you.
And now look at it. Give him time. Arsenal is in a much worse state, squad and financially.
Agree. I didn't dispute
But
that.
how long?
No.
3 years.
Hey, listen.
No,
Mace
I didn't
Johnson,
say
Arsenal
out.
fans, this is your man.
I didn't jump. I said he's got to get time. You said, is he out? I said he's not out. We've got to sit and hold that. The bottom line is we have to hold that.
Fence sitting.
You said, is he out? I said, I'm not. I
I'm
said,
gonna
I'm
break
not
down
out.
that fence.
No, I'm not out. Bro, we got to hold it. We got to hold it, man. We got to hold it and smell.
Newcastle, they look the better team.
Newcastle a team, man. What I'll
Flying.
say
Spent
is,
so much time
last
on
week-
Chelsea now. We actually
last
have to
week-
give them their dues.
last week
Minute
we spoke
one.
of them, but let's speak the real, yeah. They won Player of the Month, Goal of the Month, Manager of the Month. They cleaned that up. They're in a situation now where they are third, they can invest, and they're within sniffing distance of, can we cause some havoc?
Yeah.
We have to respect the way they've gone about it because they will bottom. We said it last week, they will bottom. They haven't done mad spending. You look at, we're going to do something at the end where we're talking about players, the team of the season so far. Nick Pope has probably been the best goalkeeper. You can make
In the league?
Yeah, you can make an argument.
I'll go Allison. Still saving Liverpool's
You can
bacon.
make an argument for they've had
Trippier,
for
right
Trippier
back,
right
for
back.
sure. He's
You
in
can make
form of
argument.
life.
Someone that doesn't get spoken about that you can make that can say
Shaw?
he has been very good this
Botman
season.
as well.
Botman has been very good this
Dan Burn,
season.
mate.
Dan
Bruno?
Burn should be in the England squad.
Bruno G.
Bruno G. Are you seeing what's going on
Miguel
right now?
Almiron, yeah.
Are you seeing what's going on right
Wilson.
now? So, credit where credit is due. Them man are cooking with the heat on full heat.
And that's
That
the
is what you
thing.
call a good team. Even remember last year when Willock started and I said Willock should be doing more, like he's gonna win it. He said, "No, don't worry, I got something for you, bro. I heard you."
You see, like a couple of weeks ago, though, we were saying that game for Arsenal versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
This is the game for them to almost pip them and say, we're going to take your spot this season. I felt like yesterday, Newcastle, that was the game for them to let Chelsea know, hey, we might be taking your top 4 spot. In reality, from minute 1 to 90, they
Put it
looked
on
like
us,
the
yeah.
top
They
4
put us
side.
on us.
They did not let you get... You was resorting to Broha long balls.
were
Hey,
camped in our
hey,
box.
can you turn into prime Drogba? No.
And then, but you know what? The most impressive part of me,
Bro,
for
did you
the
see
whole
what
game-
they were throwing in random
pirate.
long balls?
They're pirate, my guy. But the most impressive thing for me, the whole game was there was a period of time where, because of the way they played, they got tired. I was seeing Nick Pope saves. I was seeing, I think it was Fabio Shaw, the mad tackle, something like that. They rolled it out. They got the goal, and then at the end, the shithousery club captain Jamal Lascelles is there.
Oh,
getting
for the throwing, yeah.
active. And I said, you know what? These man actually believe in each other and what they're doing. And it's like, we are them guys.
Bro.
Chelsea at the moment look like a team with no spirit, no heart. What did my man say? There is no passion.
Yeah.
There's no
They're here to
vision.
compete, man.
So, boy, that's it. Newcastle are here to compete. They're not a gimmick. They're not a joke. And so help us, Lord, if they recruit in the right manner. They're not signing all these players that have a sick World Cup. They're going, saying, you know what? I think this is the best fit
Yeah,
for
the
us.
only thing is, right now they got a squad together that's flying together. You don't want to now start bringing in. They're in a funny position because
Yeah.
we can say it, but right now they're overachieving. You can say overachieving. If you now start bringing in certain players and stuff, all of a sudden, just the
I'll
rumors.
ask you-
I think a bit
no,
I
was doing this-
they need to get it right.
But
I was
got
in
to
the
get
stream
it
with a
right.
Newcastle fan yesterday, and I asked him that. I said,
What,
like,
Big Uggs?
Matty.
Big
Matty.
And I asked him, like, who would you bring in? Because, like, your midfield, you look pretty set. You've got Joe Linton, Bruno. Up front is where I think they would like someone. But then they've got Isak, who's also, we've only seen for 3 games. So he's still to come back as well. I think they've still got another gear in them. And that right-hand side, though, I think is slept on, man. That Miggy over there, Trippier on the right.
It's
that-
killer.
They've been busy
It's
this
killer.
season, and they
It's
were
killer.
cooking yesterday.
Miggy turned provider yesterday. He said, I can do both. He said, Jack, listen, man, we squashed the beef, but I'm just, going to keep doing my thing.
And that was without Wilson as well. Take into account, people say, they need Wilson or whatever. Without Wilson, they bossed you like minute 1 to 90.
No, they are a very, very, very good side. And the one thing we don't talk about is they don't have European football to contend with. So even though they don't have mad depth, I think they would love to go on a cup run.
Yeah.
But they've got a bit more flex. The players ain't going to be dropping like flies. So, yeah, man, credit where credit's due. Them are killing it. To be third, bro.
Big up them. They're making it. They're gonna make it exciting. They're gonna make it soon be called the top 7. That's the reality. It's soon gonna be called the top 7.
It depends on how far the team 7 drops off. It might be still top 6, but you know what it is. Let's go into the team that's second because something happened. Black man can't fall again, my lord.
Memphis is all flow, hey.
Black man can't fall again. Boy,
Ivan Toney, bro.
Patch said
Do
best
we- let's
team
not-
won.
Let's give him his dues first before we go into Man City because we're gonna say stuff about Man City, but Ivan Toney, he didn't get into a World Cup. There's all this betting scandal and all this type of stuff.
So he said, "Suck your mum."
Brentford put out the funniest press release I've ever seen. They said full statement. You click on their website, it says Brentford would not be commenting on this matter. Thanks for that. You could have tweeted it. You know what I mean? But obviously, I don't know if that had any impact on him not going. I think Callum Wilson, Tony, Abraham, all them guys, Calvert-Lewin, all of them men are all around the same level. And whoever is on the form at the time of the pickup, he's gonna pick it. He's gonna call them. So I didn't have any problem with that. However, that's the best way to show that. Listen, you should have thought about me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we know what he can offer. Either way, none of them are really gonna get minutes anyway. Playing behind Harry Kane is like playing behind Buffon. You ain't really got a chance, have you? You know what I mean? You're gonna get like the odd minutes. But that's the way you do it, man. That's the way you do it. And you show that, listen, maybe I am ready for that step up in club. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, the minute someone like Ivan Toney goes and plays for a Man United, a Spurs, he'll be in the England squad every week. Jack Grealish was on the form of his life. He wasn't getting called up. Now he's at City. Well, he's a short banker. When he's not in the form of his life, I don't know. It's a bit weird.
How old is Tony as well? 26, 27?
26.
Yeah, he's still got a bit of time.
Good
as
years,
well.
bro.
Do you know what,
man?
The
do
way
you know
he
what I
plays, he can play until he's at 30.
What I like as well is, like, you know, when narratives build themselves or storylines build themselves, obviously the Southgate snub was on the Thursday. This year, I think I tweeted, I said the best subplot of the league is this Mitrovic and Tony beef, where they're both trying to be the second best top goal scorer in the league and whatnot.
Yeah.
And Mitchell was talking spicy about him. And I think Mitchell did a little something, he talked spicy on him. Then to make it worse,
Tony's even had beef with Arsenal fans.
and then everyone's been talking about Haaland,
Nice kickabout.
best, Haaland, super striker, Haaland. All of that against Man City. He said, you know what? I'm loading
know what's
something.
funny?
A brace.
Did you
brace.
Did you see the second goal as well? Haaland was
Haaland's
on trying to get
defending,
him.
bro.
Hey, Haaland!
And man said,
Work on it.
hold
Hey,
that.
do you know the
Hold.
worst part? He could have got a hat trick at the end, but then there was like KDB last minute.
Yeah.
I said, why are the attackers defending? I said, hey.
Listen,
He said,
Haaland
hold
thought,
that.
Haaland, you can't, hey, listen, you got in this league, you got to defend too, brother.
Said,
I know
hold.
the fact that he tracked
Yo.
back 90
Yeah.
yards to have Tony just
Bro, I've
2
been,
yard
I've
tapping.
been hearing about this
hold
one.
that.
The Serbia Don's chatting for me. When his coach talking this, everyone has to hold that.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I respect that. That's what you call rising. We talk about rise. That's what you call rising. And the thing is, Brentford do this. Like when it comes to the big teams, you got to give credit to Thomas Frank. He always.
You know.
Yeah, bro, I know. Remember that game we went to, and I was like, remember that, bro? Remember that game we went to?
I ain't been there.
So you've got to give credit to Thomas Frank. Listen, you're looking at the Premier League that they were saying that Haaland's going to struggle in. You look at those two defenders. I'm forgetting someone. There was 3.
I'm hearing
But Ben
Haaland,
Mee
I'm hearing Haaland
and
has,
Pillock.
hearing Haaland has only one non-penalty goal since October.
In 6 games,
games?
1 non-penalty goal.
Hey,
Is it a purple patch?
is this what we're doing already?
No,
Wait,
but
6 weeks ago, it was, can he break the record? Now it's this.
listen,
Hey, you lot are evil.
that's all good and well, but
We're not doing this.
He scored more goals than Chelsea this season.
We're not
so
doing this.
I'm
We're
not
not doing this.
I'm not going to be talking.
He gave
on him.
himself. He could take 4
Yeah,
months
yeah,
off.
yeah. Load
I could take
management.
4 months off. You man, catch up.
Man did load management for himself. But
Sometimes cases write themselves,
Ben-
you know what I mean?
Ben-
Sometimes cases write themselves.
wow,
From 16
Fab.
deep.
bang!
Oh my god. No way.
Nah, Ben Mee and that is how It's the same thing we saw at
I
Liverpool.
like the way, forget the way Haaland though. I like the way Tony was dealing with the Man City centre back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And this is what I was saying about why you don't rate Ruben Diaz. And I said, real centre back. He is the leader of that back line. When he's not there, and you see these Nancy boy ball playing defenders like Laporte and Stones and Akanji and these ones. See Tony, every single one of them.
General Stones in there, bro. Don't put General Stones in there. Relax, bro. Don't talk on
They're not playing right back.
Yeah, right back. Yeah,
hold this Mbembo pace. We got it. He's like, I can't do it, man.
No, but Justin Silva was cooking on the other side as well. I said, nah,
he was good as well.
He was cooking as well.
But nah, Tony had his way with them soft defenders, bruv. Real men are needed. Bring back Diaz, man. They need him.
Listen,
alas, I think it's a lovely way to discuss. Go on.
Super chat.
All right, one last super chat from Ash says City got 95 to 100 points consecutively without Haaland regularly. Why did anyone think Haaland will take City to another level?
I want to pivot that and I want to go to a tweet you put out.
Go on then.
The Wingers tweet about how City have not looked the same since those two Wingers.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I said no. I didn't say that.
Someone tweeted.
You misquoted me.
No,
I didn't say.
Someone
I said yeah.
Someone tweeted about the Sane. Sane and Sterling. It's like since that era
The inverted.
of Man City, like that was like
We cannot replace
that was a spec.
That was the best probably version of City, but they've still gone on to do amazing things since then.
100%. You're talking about this Jack Grealish thing.
The Haaland.
Ain't nobody got 10 for
Yeah,
that.
I didn't say. Whoa, they're preempting what I'm about to say. But if you wanna tee it up, I will. But let me say what I needed to say. With Haaland, I think the reason people thought, I don't think anyone really thought they're gonna take them to the next level, because how can you really take a team that's winning that many points, like what Ash said? But obviously, the thing everyone's talking about is obviously the Champions League. You know what I'm trying to say? You bring in a player like that, and at the end of the day, they still need to sustain that level. You know what I mean? If you're going to let go of a Sterling that they might see as going down, or Jesus, now it's time for you to go, they still need to sustain that level. And Haaland will allow them probably to sustain that level. Probably, I've said from the beginning of the season, City haven't really been moving me like that. I said from all the Haaland gas and we're all excited about how many goals is Haaland going to score today. I've just been like, you know, I've seen them get got at a little bit more this season. I just haven't really been that impressed. And you look at the game against Palace, they came from 2 down. They had that thriller versus Newcastle. Villa had them going for a while. Liverpool, Brentford. There was even one other game that I might be missing out. Fulham, in the last minute, okay, they had the red card. I'll give them that. However, it just hasn't really been like 50% of their games this season. I don't think have been that convincing. It's been nice. It's been okay.
Year as well, though, and the year before. I remember there was one year where there was like 10, 11 games into the season. They were still like way off it.
And then
For me, it's the second half of the season where they just flick on this switch and they're like, all right, Premier League time is go time.
I'll ask
We're
you
about
this,
to win
will it be
60.
harder with loads of players going to the World Cup?
The World Cup is
And
the biggest.
and the expectation of them actually having to do something in the Champions League.
Yeah, I think the World Cup is going to be the biggest spinneroony, if you like, to the Premier League season, and it's going to throw a lot of stuff for a lot of teams. But I think City, they're one of the few teams that have the depth where they don't have to worry. I think Haaland's not even going to the World Cup. Let's not remember that.
On that Haaland point, though, I think what people are thinking is Guardiola's always made like iterations of his team, or like again like an evolution. But I remember there was one season where we was talking about stoppage where he's like, we're trying to find new ways to score goals. I was like, what do you mean, bro? It's a game of football. How can you find new ways? With him, with Haaland, it's like we've tried to do this false 9 thing.
See this? That's exactly the name I want. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. So this season,
they're not moving the needle.
This season,
they're not moving the needle.
Did he even play yesterday? He didn't play yesterday.
No, I know. But I'm saying you want him to start, but he ain't gonna move the needle.
But do you know what? Do you know what it is? Grealish has a 100% win rate this season. Every game that City haven't won this season, Jack Grealish ain't been on the pitch. The proof's in the puds, mate. He's an important part of the team. It's facts. Yesterday,
if he was important, he'd be starting.
Yesterday, I was seeing all these things. I just had to quote a few. I was like, oh boy, you lot stay over there. Stay over there. Don't start saying we play better with Grealish. We retain the ball better with Grealish.
Football Avi Twitter's right all of a sudden now. Yeah.
Listen. You gotta stay over there. 100% win rate
right.
every time. You know I've been doing it every single time. When Grealish ain't been on pitch and City drop points, I've just been putting that Pat Bev meme, hugging Anthony Edwards. Yeah. Listen, his 100% win rate continues, man. You guys stay over there, man. We don't want you here anymore. You guys stay over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I'm saying is, if City want to find that evolution, I hear the Haaland thing, but I do feel like they don't have to lose their essence as well. And I think the wingers was a big part of their game. With Sterling, with Sane in previous years, you always had guys who contributed out wide. I feel like this year you're looking at Alvarez, you're looking at Foden, you're looking at... yeah, I know, but even when he comes off the bench, he's not really, I feel like, hit the spark just yet. Alvarez, he looks decent, but I don't feel like he's... Almost like when Jesus first joined.
Man. I mean, I don't get that.
And this is the thing as well. Pep does that, though. When the game ain't going well...
But the thing is, like...
It's awful.
That's the thing, though. Like, you look at it, you're playing against Brentford or whatever. It's 1-1, yeah? In the midweek, Alvarez scored. Grealish got man in the match. You bring on Alvarez with 2-3 minutes to go. You don't bring off Grealish off the bench. You don't do nothing. No, you don't even bring on Mahrez, bro.
But even
you got options though, man. Come on, and then you lose the game, and then we're gonna sit here and say, that's Pep. If it was other managers, we'll be saying,
you have to make subs.
Especially
if you have the ultimate arrogance.
If you have the depth, you've got to do it. But ultimately, this is all leading to the team that's on top of the table, 5 points clear. Apparently, they have not won the league from this position on how many occasions? Can you check for me?
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5 occasions.
But so that's said, what was it? I think 7 out of the last 10 seasons, or the team that's top Christmas
wins
won the league.
So, I mean,
I think they've been 2 of them though.
I think we were the other one. I think potentially.
I think ultimately they have to start believing something. You got to believe in something, but. They went about their business. Oh,
they believe. Trust me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're done downplaying now.
That's the thing.
Know.
That's what I'm starting to see.
If Newcastle fans are trying to believe, then Arsenal fans have to believe.
That's what I'm starting to see though this season. What I'm trying to see is now Arsenal have reached a stage. You're 5 points clear going into the World Cup, right? You are now reaching a level where top 4. If you just get top, some people are saying, "Oh yeah, but if we get top 4, nah, trust me. Maybe because they ain't been in a title race in a long time, whatever." But if it does leave, let's say City do their run or whatever, it's going to hurt, bro. It's going to hurt. You're starting to dream. You're starting to believe. And what I don't like is
nothing wrong with
people embrace it, bro. Yeah. How often have you been here? You ain't been here. Ain't been here for a long, long time. So now that you're here, you got to embrace that stuff, man. Arsenal are doing mad things. And I said it a few weeks ago, or it might have been on my show. Arsenal are by far this season the best team in the league, bro. They have dominated every single Premier League game this season. Mm-hmm. Every single one. Man United, they dominated us, but we hit them on the counter. Southampton, they should have beat Southampton as well.
There was a game that they
Leeds?
They didn't dominate that game, did they? Yeah, there's one.
No,
but
okay,
one.
Leeds.
After
Okay,
the Europa League, innit?
Yeah.
It's because you said it was so much fun. I was like,
it's the fact.
But they still won the games.
95% of their games this season, they've been the best team in the league.
Isn't it always the hope that kills you, though?
Nah, but the
no,
thing
not
is,
in these sort of situations, though, man. You've got to embrace the challenge. The players.
Listen. We said 2 of the teams that didn't win it at Christmas were them. They've been the season Leicester won at Christmas. They were top.
Yeah, but
people forget that.
No, but what you have to remember, I think in this situation, it's like, you know how last season they were doing this whole top 4 thing and it happened. There's nothing wrong with aiming and falling short, but in this situation, if you were to just finish in top 4, as Cam said, that's a disappointment to them this season. That would be a flop. It's one thing to have, it's one thing to have an objective and then thinking, it can go further. But look, based on I said it a few weeks ago, there will not be a team in the Premier League that they think they can't beat 100%. Yesterday's performance was quite interesting because obviously there was no Shaka, but they proved that they found out something else about themselves. Oh, we can do it. All right, cool.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like a lot of people, the only reason people are talking on Arsenal and trying to say that they can't compete for the title, which I think they 100% are going to compete for the title, is that people are saying, injuries. Like if they get an injury, I've seen Arsenal this season and some players haven't been there. Zinchenko hasn't been there every single game. Xhaka just come out of this game.
Jesus ain't scored in how long?
Ain't scored in how long or whatever.
Tomiyasu was the standard, the great wall. I haven't seen him.
Everyone is saying these things like, while everyone is dropping points and being silly, everyone is just saying about the one team that are moving near perfect. Well, if they get an injury, if we just got to go with reality at the same time. Another thing that people are saying if City go on one of their 18-game runs, how do we know that's going to happen, bro?
We're coming.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? How do we actually know? Because there was a point in time where Liverpool, when they started picking up their wins, remember before COVID, they had like 26 wins, 1 draw or something like that. They were doing their thing. There comes a time where it's like, we can actually level and we can actually take it to this next level. Even when they were 1 point off City. But when they went from 17-18 to 18-19 and lost the title at 1 point, there came a time where they realized we are levels, bro.
I do think it's the hope that kills you, which is the fear of that. but I do think also that City factor, you can't sleep on it. That is also what is making Arsenal fans second guess themselves. Because we've seen Liverpool, bro, get 95, 97, however many points, and still not do it. Arsenal fans, every season is different.
But that's my rebuttal.
But they've seen the last couple of years what's happened.
The thing is, there's nothing wrong with saying a title race means that there's multiple teams in it. That doesn't mean you're going to win it. But you have to embrace the situation you're in. You're not in a top 4 battle. You are in a battle to see who can get to the finish line first. You have to embrace it. Are you telling me they're going to say, you know what? Oh, you know what? We're 5 points clear, but you know what? We're going to lose a couple games. No.
Obviously, that's only 2 games, right? That's only a 2-game difference.
But everyone else has to be better than that.
That's
I'm talking
what
about Man
I'm
City
saying.
being
This is
shaky.
what I'm
So at the
saying.
end of the day, they're in a title race. The players believe it. Arteta will believe it. Arteta will want to beat his mentor and whatnot. They believe they're in. Bro, so at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with them being in a race and losing. At the end of the day, they have fast tracked their progression. But as you said, embrace the race.
Listen to this, yeah?
I would love to be in a title race, bro.
I will love it if we beat them.
Did you see Pep's quote when he said, "Oh, what's it called, Middlesbrough"? He made reference to that because that's what Kevin Keegan said. Yeah.
Look at this. There's this stat. So it's from GPV 3000. He tweeted this, right? He said, these are all the teams to have more points than Arsenal at this stage of the season. So only Man City in 17-18, Liverpool in 19-20, Man City in 18-19, Man City in 11-12. Chelsea 05-06 and United 93-94 had the same amount of points. Elephant in the room, all of them won the title. So Arsenal will have to break history to not win this title as it's showing right now. You cannot tell me this is not a team that are really looking the real deal and can go and win this Premier League, bro. That's the thing. I think the fear is getting to everyone. Like,
I don't want to believe
no one wants to believe it.
I'll be real.
They're doing things.
I don't want to believe it, man.
With the GOAT teams.
I told you,
My soul won't let it. I thought them days are done.
It's
over.
Tim Sherwood, that's a big Spurs guy. He came out and was doing the thing. He said, listen, they can go and win it. People, you have to accept it for what it is, man. They can. So hold tight them, boy. I can't even lie. Being 5 points clear at Christmas is a massive achievement. They've got leeway that they can lose a game and still be in a position where they can. So remember, when you lose a game, everyone else still has to do their business.
The thing is, it's not even about everyone else. They ain't got to really think. At the moment, Arsenal should only really be thinking about City.
No, they should be thinking about themselves.
And City need to be thinking about Newcastle. Exactly. They should be thinking about themselves right now. That's all it is. And I said, yesterday, I saw Arsenal basically won that game before they came out. Wolves weren't on it with them, bro.
Here's the thing, though.
They weren't on it.
Do we not always say there's a different pressure that comes with leading in a race?
There is.
It's one thing being the chaser, the team that's behind, but it's another thing leading. And I feel like in those types of situations, you always need experiences. Even last season, if you look at them, they were leading in that top 4 race. Crunch time came, those 3 games with Palace, Newcastle, I can't remember who the other team was, but the team crumbled because of that lack of experience. And everyone started looking at it and saying, oh, Odegaard's young, Saka's young, Martinez's young. Those are still those young boys that bottled the top 4 last year. Are we saying now that they're up to those greats that you mentioned there?
Do you know what I would say to that, though? When Leicester won the league, none of them had no business. That was nosebleeds. But it's like, you know what?
But that year, look at the rest of the Premier League that year.
No, I hear you.
They were disgracing themselves.
I hear you.
It was.
No, I hear you. But sometimes,
who can disgrace myself the most?
Sometimes, again, when you have we're always talking about the good spirit and that. Sometimes it's not about thinking about the pressure. It's like, you know what? Let's just enjoy the ride. That's
Capitalize on the opportunity.
Bro, just enjoy the ride.
Bro, you man need to remember, Like,
I don't know about this enjoy the ride shit, man.
No, for them. I'm talking about them. I'm not enjoying it.
Nah,
I don't know if I'm going to win a trophy this year.
You got to remember as well that like Arsenal have had the harder run than City so far.
Exactly.
City still have to play some tough teams. Like, they haven't played everyone yet. They've played Liverpool. They've played Man United.
I don't think they've played us yet.
They haven't played you. They haven't played. Have they played you lot? Chelsea? No, I don't. They haven't played Chelsea. They haven't played Arsenal. Have they? So they still got some tough games to go as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So Arsenal have actually had a harder run and are sitting 5 points clear. Let's see, man. It just takes a few moments to start to believe, bro. I'm telling you, this ain't like Ollie's. This ain't like Ollie's. This not like Ollie. When United were top, we were top in January, bro.
No.
When United were doing this, it's not like that because every game we were like, damn, we're getting bailed out here. My man might score. Rashford might score. Bruno's gonna score. We were doing whatever, so we were just like, you know what I mean? But Arsenal, as I said, 95% of their games this season, they've actually been the better team. If they go and strengthen in January, get a centre midfielder in, potentially if Partey goes down or something, or get someone else in.
Credit where credit's due.
Don't sleep. Arteta's men. No one sleep.
I've seen this Cam act before, you know. You know when they build you up just to knock you down later on. Hey,
They just push you off the cliff.
Arsenal fans, be very careful getting
just-
sucked
they
into
just
this
push you off the
man's
cliff.
speeches.
Listen,
If
man.
you've been stoppage before, you know what I'm going.
Have you got any super chats over it?
Yeah, we just got one in right now from Tim AFC. He says, this is an Arsenal fan, right? He says, we still have City's 2 L's against Spurs to cash in on too. We coming.
boy.
Fuad, it's all love,
You lot,
brother.
you lot are banking on us to win. Hey,
Yeah, you
6-point donation this year.
Yeah.
To City. I want that.
No, we've seen
Keep it.
We've seen your top 6 record, mate. It might as well be a flipping
Please.
3-point party over there, mate.
I can't lie.
You know what I mean?
Kulusevski might have a plan for
donate
Arsenal. You
6
know? Kulusevski might have a plan for Arsenal still.
Listen, January 14th, we'll see who's the king of the right wing.
Between who?
Him
Him and Saka.
Who? Bukaki.
Dodge.
Come outside. We coming, baby. Kulusevski. Just remember the name.
Man cut a promo for a game that's happening after the World Cup, you know. What do you think this is? Sky Sports? What's wrong with me? What's that Bukaki? Hey, yo.
Bro.
Before we cut and go to questions and whatnot, again, it's basically the midpoint of the season. We've mentioned some great teams there.
I want to give a shout out to one player.
Not
from
from the
yesterday?
champs.
Nah. It's
Okay.
It's. I just think it just has
Odie.
to be mentioned in the main show.
Oh, they.
Go on.
Nah. There we go. Darwin Núñez, bro.
I hear the voices
You know
in
what's
my
so funny?
head.
Yeah? Everyone's always saying to me, "Yo, Cam, like you're a confusing guy, man. Like, why do you like Núñez when you hate Salah?" One, I don't hate nobody, first of all, yeah. But when they're like, "Why do you?" Bro, listen. There's a difference. My requirements for different positions. You get me? For my striker, score goals. You know what I mean? Score goals, be a nuisance. He's an absolute handful, bro. And now he's starting to actually adapt quicker than people thought that he would. He's playing off the left wing as well, but he's running in behind. He's causing issues.
Hey.
He assisted Salah the other day.
Wide forward.
Bro,
He's doing the my man at Villa.
Watkins.
Watkins.
He's doing the Watkins role.
bro, that guy.
Yeah,
Mandzukic
yeah.
role.
Bro, the guy's a driller. The thing about him, he's a bagsman, bro. And as I kept saying each week, if he just finds that composure in front of goal and stop getting that head rush, he is going to score many
voices, man.
goals. He's going to get over 20 goals this season. Remember, what did I say in the thingy? What was my prediction for him? I said 18. He needs to get 18 league goals. Don't know if he's going to get that. That might be a bit tough. How much has he got right
comps, I think it was.
Was it
actually.
18 or
I think it
comps?
was all comps we was talking
Maybe,
about.
maybe.
sounds a
What
bit
do we
generous.
reckon for the World Cup, though?
I think he's going to have a good
Is
World
this
Cup.
going to be a
You have to
Darwin
remember.
announces
I'm putting some
himself
stock.
to the stage?
I'm putting some stocks in Darwin.
You have to
this
remember,
World Cup. Yeah.
In tournament
This
football,
could be that type of tournament. I
in
feel
tournament
like, yeah.
football, it's just chaotic. It's like throw the ball into the mix, so he might pop up. You know what I love about him? Yeah, it's that uber confidence in himself that I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. I don't think anyone can talk to him. You know, sometimes you see teammates talking to him. Yeah, it's that. Like, he's just a madman. He's chaotic. I can't wait for that. I hope Rudiger plays that fixture. That is the WWE football we deserve. Rudiger and Núñez against each other. That is what we deserve.
Darwin Núñez, it says 18 games, right? But I think it's more important to say it's only 941 minutes.
Yeah.
It's high.
Has 9 goals, 2 assists.
There
No,
we
but it's
go.
not that many minutes because he comes off the bench a lot. He's subbed off early. That's
Bro,
decent.
You gotta give Klopp credit though.
The guy's a problem.
Easing him in. You gotta give Klopp credit.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
we've been
guy's a
slating
problem.
him.
And the thing is, that's the thing. When you look at a lot of these number 9s or these goal scorers nowadays, they're not the prettiest on the eye. They're just not. That's just the way it is. It's not the days of, we have like Benzema and stuff like. But those are special talents who are going out of the game.
But so, bro, on that, all of your pretty number 9s want to drop deep and be on the
This
ball.
is what I'm
'cause
saying. They
pretty
want
on
to
the
link
ball.
up. They're not goal
Whereas
scorers.
Sometimes you just need someone to be chaotic in there.
They're not
So-
goal scorers. Haaland, he's not pretty on the eye. Osimhen, that we're all talking about, he's not pretty on the eye. Who are we talking about? Mitrovic is where in the league? He's not pretty on the eye. All these type of guys.
Tony's one that
you
kind
might
of-
have a mix of people that can play and score, like a Kane and Benzema and Lua and stuff. But most of them, they're not the prettiest. They're just handfuls, nuisances. Get in the areas that nobody else wants to get to. Put their head where nobody else wants to put their head. So.
Núñez, that's the apex predator, man. If you watch WWE, you know, bro. It's the voices, fam.
Said
I'm telling
the-
you,
man said the apex predator.
Man's gonna. You see the celebration like this, fam. He's a
New thing
sicko.
as well of players trying to throw in like 3 celebrations into one goal. Brother, bag a hat trick.
It's the Pogba legacy, man.
Real talk.
Guys are doing too much. This ain't FIFA.
Let's quickly do this.
This is Pogba's
Let's quickly do this team thing. So we can do it. We can do a.
Nah, the best one is Anthony.
What?
I said pussycat.
That was corny as hell, man.
Let's do this team, man. So who would you man say was the goalkeeper of the season so far?
Allison.
I've got Pope still. Can't
Yeah, I've
lie.
got Allison as well. Allison's been amazing.
Clean sheets. He's been mad for them, man. Still, but we got Allison overall production. You get a casting vote as well.
I go Allison for sure.
Allison goal, cool. Right back, you got Benny Yeo. You got Trippier.
I'm going Trips. In all honesty, I hear the Ben White case,
But
very
Trippier's
good,
been too
but
important for them,
Trippier has been like, I'm like, bro, where was this when you was playing for us,
bro. Because he's fam.
Trips have always been decent though.
bro? We need to fight this guy. He's having too much say so.
Calm.
But I'll go Trips.
Cool.
I'll go Ben White.
I will.
Emerson Royale?
Trippier. Huh? Who? Who you going
Dallo
production?
had a good little run too.
I'll go Trippier. Trippier. Right
That's the majority then.
Sleeper
Who?
shout.
Dallo had a good run, man.
Sleeper
Dallo had a
shout.
good
Nah,
run.
man.
Dallo
He's
over
been
Ben.
good, but
Boy,
not over Benny Yeo.
Nah, I'll go Ben White, man. I'll go Benny.
Yeah, so Trippier goes in then. Left back. Before you start doing stupidness, it's very difficult to overlook Cancelo.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cancelo ruined it the last couple of weeks.
You know what I'm saying? I got left backs.
I think overall he's still been, you know.
What are you saying? Yeah, Trivella. Yeah, you left back. They can play right
We're gonna
back.
say Dan Burn.
Trivella, huh?
We say Dan
Yeah,
Burn.
Dan Burn. Dan Burn, real men.
You're supposed to be on my side, by
Real
the way.
men. Nah. Look, AFs were going high under my tutelage.
And then
This
guy-
brother, Liaz, went and got involved, took it mainstream, started talking about this is what's not to like. Then my boy fell off a cliff.
Do you know what
Leave it to me,
You know
bro.
on Twitter, yeah, when people buying the Twitter and then
check
they'll
marks.
pretend to be companies,
Yeah.
and the stock's so good. Man, disheveled your whole team.
Bro, Liaz is the reason AFs are struggling this season.
Don't worry,
Damn.
you're not in liquidation. You're calm.
Hey, I like that.
So we're
Defend
saying
first.
Dan Burn.
You're saying Dan Burn. I'm saying Cancelo overall still there.
Oh, yeah, I'll go Cancelo.
Let us know in the comments if there's anyone else you think. So far we got Alisson, Trippier, Cancelo, centre backs.
Not for me. I got Allison.
No, but it's
Ben
majority.
White,
The majority.
Dan Burn.
The majority. The majority, bro. Man said this said FTBL coach. You ain't got monopoly here, bro. You got to work with your peers.
Backs are fairly easy for me. Saliba, Lisandro.
Shooing for me.
Yeah, Saliba, 100% best defender in the league this season.
Martinez got to be there, man.
Yeah, Martinez.
Alright,
I'll
cool.
go Martinez. We've conceded a lot of goals, you know.
Can't go Fabio Shaw.
Ain't his
Got
fault.
Martinez.
Fabio Shaw's been good, but I mean, I think that's
Fabian
speed.
Shaw, Botman, honourable mentions for sure, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They've got the best defense in the league as well. Production, you agree? Yes, no,
Same.
maybe so.
Same.
Calm. Midfield. That's where it gets interesting. Bruno G has to, you know, I think he's
Midfield
performances.
three of Bruno G, Xhaka, and Bentancur.
Oh, man, they're sneaking in Bentancur.
What?
Bentaleb, I thought he left a long time ago.
Hey, you gonna put some respect on my
I thought he
boy's
left a
name.
long time
Put
ago.
respect on Bentaleb, by the way.
You wish
This
United had
is
Bentancur.
where production starts podding.
wish.
Production, talk to me.
And who the three are?
Yeah.
Bruno G for sure.
Yep. I agree there.
I would probably put Odegaard in there, to be honest with you. The way he's playing. Arsenal's top scorer in all competitions.
6
Really?
goals.
Interesting. What? More than Jesus?
In all competitions, yeah.
I'm going
I said,
Bruno G. I hear that. I'm going Thomas Partey. I heard you man was saying my man last episode, but I'm Thomas Partey, Bruno G, and then I'm probably gonna
Shall
go
not be named.
James Madison. De Bruyne.
Madders. That's a good one. Oh no, KDB. Sorry, KDB.
Can you get both in?
over Madders?
Nah, I can't squeeze them both in.
Not over Bruno.
Nah, I put Bruno in there. Nah,
So
Bruno
what, you want
deserves
Bruno,
to be in there.
Do you go Bruno Shaq or do you go Bruno Party?
I went Bruno, I went KDB, and I went Partey.
Nah, Shaka's been better than Partey. Even Arsenal fans will tell you that.
I don't know about that.
Hey, listen, I'm going for a
Couple
sitter.
games, the little North London derby.
I'm
got
going for a
nice.
sitter.
I get it, but I think Shaka's been immense.
Yeah, but he's playing the box-to-box role. My formation,
So,
I'm talking about he's my
Bruno's
sitter.
definitely a shooting for all of us, right?
Bruno, Xhaka, Bentancur.
You know what? Nah. You know what? Yeah. Nah. Shout out Bruno. You're doing well. You're part of a good system right now. But I'm gonna put in Maddison. Yeah. I agree. I'm gonna put Maddison.
Right.
I'm gonna put Maddison. I'm gonna put KDB. I'm putting Partey to sit. You gotta hold that down.
You know what? Let
Partey
us
on
know
the
in the
island.
comments what you think
This is
because we're not gonna
Atleti days.
agree. We're not gonna agree on this one still.
Up front.
I would have put Bruno. I would have put Madders, and then I can't lie. Like KDB's been doing. I expected KDB. Like,
Yeah, that's the see. You can't
Man,
be a
like,
victim
Uncle-
of his own success.
I know. But in
Can't
terms
be a
of like
victim.
impact on what I've seen this season,
Just about 2 weeks ago, people were saying, "Is he the greatest centre mid ever?" And now we're coming here. I'm not putting him in the team of the in the team of the
You've got
year.
your accolades, man.
I can't
Relax.
lie.
Crazy.
Let someone else get some shine,
Yeah.
man.
My man's been cooking.
That's that
in there
LeBron
still.
MVP effect.
So-
you know what I
Hey,
mean?
man.
LeBron
My
was
man's
told
last
about
Last year,
3
PFA
MVPs.
Player of the Year. Who got
Yeah.
it?
Who got it?
KDB.
No, Salah.
What award was it that KDB got?
I don't know. He snuck his way into third for the
There was
Ballon
an
d'Or.
award that KDB got, I remember, and I was like, yo, he didn't
Why
deserve
you
that.
such a-
This guy is saying Fuad is playing 3 DMs even in his team of the season.
Oh
Conte
my
hype.
God.
You know me, baby.
Oh
5
my
centre backs,
God.
3 DMs.
Conte's taken over.
Conte.
Centre-
What was that tweet the other day you had where it's like my players?
They asked me who was my favourite player.
Oh,
at
that
every
put me. I went to
club.
bed, bro. After that, I didn't even
I
tweet.
woke up to this guy, yeah.
I didn't even
saying,
tweet.
This ruined my night. I'm going to sleep. I said, yo, my favourite player at every club was, I think, Fofana at Chelsea, Saliba at Arsenal, Lisandro at United. I said, what? I like centre backs. What's wrong with that?
You're possessed, man.
Listen, man.
Up top.
Guardians of the game. Defending is a dying art. I'm the
Up
only
top.
one protecting it here. But up top, I would go
It's got to be Haaland in the middle.
Haaland.
Almiron.
Almiron.
That I can't lie. That month alone, you have to put respect on it.
Haaland, Kane, Almiron in the 10. I'm playing a diamond. Yeah, bro.
Now, Kane does deserve a shot, man. 11 goals.
Look at this.
No, it's the
Second
way.
scorer.
It's the way
I'm
you read.
revoking
Man
your
said.
green card
Man
today.
said. Man said. Free holding mids.
Yeah, Miggy in the 10 doing his thing, and then Kane and Haaland up top. Who's messing
what?
with that?
You might have a plan still.
God's playing.
Yeah, Haaland, obviously.
That's a shooting, isn't it?
The wingers. Martinelli's been okay. People, I think, are a bit boosting that a little bit, but
Saka's been decent this season. I don't know if it's team of the season
he's
so
been
far.
alright. I think he'll be
Mitro.
decent.
Tony.
Mitchell
Nah,
and Tony.
see, I might have to go for I might have to go two. I might have to go diamond with you. You know, I can sneak Bruno G in my team again. Madders in the tip at the tip, and then Kane and
Haaland.
Haaland.
Kane and Haaland shot is solid still. I can't lie. But let us know in the comments what you think.
Tony though, 11. What is it? 11 Premier League goals or 10?
No, it's 10. Tony's on 10. Mitchell's on 9.
Mitchell's on 9.
Bro, remember we were talking about centre forwards dying. What back? They said it was dead.
Man are lucky that Casemiro didn't play enough games because that would have been a shoo-in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll talk soon. We'll talk soon.
Remember,
Yo, how
this
come,
is-
wait, hold on. Where's the reigning player of the year? How come he's not in the discussions?
Who?
I mean, man are just coming to the league and taking his lunch money or
Christmas
what?
around the corner.
Ain't we trying to defend
Whoa,
it?
oh,
Oh, tree ready.
all right.
Mine is on
Questions.
They ain't at the World Cup.
Questions.
Hey, yo. Bro.
Man said,
going over heads, bro.
He said,
Young
Yo.
TT with a super chat says Cams is actually an Arteta fanboy. It's too funny.
Bro, no, I ain't.
He is. He is.
Hey, first, I want to make a shout out. We've hit over 1K consistently today.
Hey,
hold tight,
first
you guys.
episode.
2K next time. 2K
Let's
next
go,
time.
let's go,
Make
let's
sure you
go.
hit the likes, share, subscribe as well. Make
All
sure
of
you
that.
do all of that, you know.
World Cup schedule's coming out soon as well.
It's
Just
Woo!
20% off Manscaped as well.
100%.
that.
World Cup is
couple questions.
coming.
We do champ and duds.
World Cup. World Cup.
He's gonna have number one, you know.
World Cup.
He's gonna have a number one.
World Cup. Hey.
He's gonna have a number one.
What a
You
banger.
ass.
Hey.
He's gonna have a number one.
Portugal. Uruguay. Argentina. Croatia. What do you say? Croatia.
He's a fool.
Japan.
Kid is too
Hey,
He's a
don't
fool.
kill me, bro.
He's a fool.
Hey.
Couple questions. We go champ and duds, and we get over. What we got?
You may want to give him time for the questions.
All right, cool. Champ and duds.
Yeah, get your questions in, people. Get
Send
your
them in.
questions
We'll
in.
do
Get
it
your
for 5
questions
minutes, and
in.
we're getting out of it. Duds first.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
I like, how
Chelsea.
I like that suicide jump. I like
Oh,
that.
nice one, man. And Chelsea fans as well. Still, we have to hold it.
What about you, Phil?
Duds.
Frank Lampard as well. I'm sorry.
Duds.
Frank Lampard.
Yeah, you getting smacked 2 times in a
Frank
row.
Lampard.
You know, Man United lost against Villa, but we got our lick back. You know what I mean? Everton said 7-1 on aggregate, you know.
Frank
Yo,
Lampard.
to Bournemouth.
Frank Lampard.
Hey.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, there's no point in doing all of that work to go back to where you came from. You are a dud.
I'll say I'm giving the City of London duddery. for many reasons. One, you all went out of the Carabao Cup. It's from Charlton. Shout out them. And then I saw this Matt Hancock guy on flipping I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. Yo, hold on. This guy's responsible for many, many deaths, bro. In this COVID situation.
And so why is London getting the dust?
Nah, because he was a London MP. So he's got to hold that, bro. He's got to hold that.
Is he actually a London MP?
He was an MP in London.
In London, I don't think he's an MP.
I don't give a damn. London, the UK, for him to be on I'm a Celebrity is a joke. What the hell? This guy's responsible for the worst handling of a disease 100%. Or whatever. And now he's out here doing pleas and saying I've changed my ways.
I fell in love.
I fell in love with Regina hype. Who's Regina, bruv?
Regina stinks.
You know what I mean, bruv?
He squeezed bomb, you know.
Bruv, get out of my face, man.
My dad. Wait. If I get to heaven and I see number 12, I have gone to hell. I cannot stand number 12 anymore. No more after this January, please. No mas.
Is he still making his own comps?
Bro, I don't know what he's making. That brother, he spent $1 million in the summer apparently to improve himself. He has only gotten worse. I don't know if you lot saw
He bought the Trent
when he had that 1v1 in the box where the ball got played to him 5 yards wide open, missed it. Gets the ball out wide. Simple switch of the ball. Cannot do it to save his life. This guy is not... I'm lost for words at this point, honestly. I've never hated a footballer. You said you don't hate players. No, I hate this guy. I hate him.
We ain't personal over here, you know what I mean? I'm sure he's a lovely guy. I like his pre-show dances.
Man. I'm done.
They're lit.
Please.
Pre-show.
His pre-game dances, you know what I mean? They're lit. They're lit.
Man, champs. Let's talk about champs.
You know who's an unsung champ? Who? Wissa for Brentford.
Remember
The last 3 weeks, every time I see this Baldy come on,
Remember last year?
he is cooking.
It's a vibe.
Oh my God. I said Tony gets all the credit, but Wissa is the chef.
No, but
he's a sous chef. You know the sous chef?
No, him, what's it called?
Mbuemo. That's
was
the
Matt
guy
Fam.
right there.
And Buemo, he's the
Someone
flipping
pulled
new
up a
Goldrake, innit?
Someone pulled up a tweet and they were like, oh yeah.
looks like him.
Oh my God.
World Cup, actually.
From Championship, yeah.
Cameroon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say France.
No,
I thought-
Cameroon.
Okay.
Those are my guys in the Championship, man. I'm glad they're doing well.
France, man.
FM22, who's
Your-
French?
Your bag ain't that deep, man. Your bag ain't deep. Still, man said France.
Who's declared for France last year? When did he declare for Cameroon?
So he said, oh man.
Nah, I got. Yeah, you go on.
Go on, you go.
I got a champ. I got 2 champs. I got Garnacho for 1.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Very good week, man. Very good week. That's definitely a champ. And the other one is James Maddison for getting that call up, man. I'm so happy for him. And when he got injured, I was like, damn, no way.
Not James.
But he's okay, so I'm super happy for him, man. And yeah, man, I'm happy that he got that World Cup first call up after 3 years. You know what I mean? Let's see, man. England tops over there.
Actually? Kulusevski and Benton Cora as well.
Bruv, get out of here, man. You think
boys,
Spurs
man.
just won
My
the
boy,
flipping
man.
Euros, innit? You
What?
think they won the World Cup?
What do you mean? My boy's just come back from injury. The other one scored 3 goals in 2 games in the same week. What? I can't give him some juice. This is champ of the week. It's this week.
I give champs to Arsenal being top at Christmas. You've got to respect it. You've got to respect it. They've navigated everything they need to navigate. You actually have to respect it. That's a very good team there. Is there another champ I wanted to give? Nah, I can't remember. Actually, no. Gary, what's his name? Gary O'Neill.
Yeah, fair enough. That's decent.
I mean, he took the job. I think he got them to 13th. He doesn't know if he's going to get the job or not. But to come and do that, they were bleeding. Remember, people saying they're certified to get relegated. He's actually
Gary
taking.
O'Neill?
Yeah, he's taking.
They're hiring Bielsa apparently.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's taking them to a thing. Like, he doesn't know if he's getting a job. So, like, he's done what he needs to do. So, I respect it, man. And for him, after doing that in the Premier League, Championship teams are probably looking, yo, guy will get a job. So, no, hold tight, man. You can only do what you can do. So, I respect him still. I respect him. I've seen bare caretakers that bleed in them situations there. You know, like that.
Questions?
Yeah, we got a few.
Let's go.
Well, here's a super chat from Ivy. Says, remember whose name, Fuad? It's getting hard to hear you from all the way up here. January 14th, Bukayo will show you why he owns that right wing spot.
I like this fight until... What's his name?
Ivy.
We'll remember that comment.
He said, he said a risky super chat. He's not confident.
Man, like, it's a risky deal, you know what I'm saying? What else you got?
Anwar says, Cams, your boy Leighton Baines today had his record taken by Andy Robertson for the most assists in the Premier League by a defender. Shout out, Robbo.
Leighton
Actually,
Baines, a true OG AF, man. I love that guy. You know what I mean?
for real.
Robertson, fair enough, man. Robertson's been a great contributor to the AF community, so I need to give him his tweet and congrats to him.
Yes. You know what? You have to give it a
It's
champ.
tweet like it's an
James,
MVP.
yeah, real talk. James Milner needs
give
to
him his chain, man.
James Milner needs to get a shout as well. James Milner needs to get a shout. 600 appearances in the Premier League.
Is it?
600, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. 600.
That's like Gareth Barry territory, isn't it?
Gareth Bale got 653.
Oof.
Lampard got 6-2 something.
You reckon he breaks it?
Man, like
No,
Millie.
he'll get third because the person that's got third is only like maybe.
Because
Like
remember, after
7 or
Liverpool,
8.
he could still spin the block and say the Leeds. I'm going back
I don't
home.
think so. I think there's a spin in the block.
Coming home.
Hey man, I
Come
say
in.
do it.
But hold tight him though, man. That means from day one.
2002.
And was it when he made his debut? I think he had a record for the youngest player.
I think
at
so,
the
yeah.
time, league at the time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
crazy.
to give him respect for that. So I thought I'd throw that in there. But questions,
Yeah, super chat from Young TT says, "Who's the young player, and manager of the season so far?"
Ooh, manager's a tricky one.
Manager of the seasons, Arteta.
Manager.
Yeah.
Come on,
Eddie
let's
Howe?
don't
Go
joke
on.
with that one, man.
Eddie Howe?
Don't joke with that one.
It's difficult. Arteta's top of the league. He's top of the league. Those
Okay,
are
5
Eddie Howe.
points.
I'm going Eddie Howe.
No, you're a cheeky one. You're a cheeky one.
Go on. Give it Arteta. What was the second one? Young player.
Arteta.
We do our young players 21, don't we? We don't do the 23 shit.
But yeah,
We do ours as 21. We don't do that 23. Old men getting young player.
Poor, I don't even know what youngsters have been hooping.
Some of it.
Hey, he's been
Hey,
He's been cooking with the big
was a shout.
spoon.
he's moving
He's been
crazy.
cooking. He's been cooking with the big spoon.
How
but
old is Martinelli?
He's like 19. He's 19 or 20. Bakayo's
Yeah,
21.
he's not 19. He's not 19.
Martinelli is 21. He just turned 21 in
Bakayo's
June.
21, so they can be in the show.
No, I'll give it Martinelli. So far. No wait, how old is Saliba? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Saliba is
6 months younger than Lisandro.
21 as well.
Ah, Saliba, easy.
That's a shoe in. What was the other one
Player of the year,
so far?
Haaland.
Erling.
There's no debate. Haaland.
One's got 18. He's got
Come
more
on, man.
goals than
Come on,
Chelsea, bro.
Don't let these tweets fool.
Fam, he's got more goals. There's
Don't
no,
let
there's
six-
no,
don't-
there's
don't-
there's no,
yo,
there's certain things.
this
There's no,
villain is
don't do
cooking
no
something, I'm
tactical.
telling
Don't do
you.
no tactical.
I'm
hype.
watching Cam's
Don't do no
closely.
tactical hype.
If I see Haaland slander on the timeline,
Don't do no tactical hype. man.
Nah. Haaland for
Sure,
sure.
yeah.
Haaland for sure.
Let us
Take
know
him
what
to
you think. That's a
Brentford,
nice
joke.
question as well.
But just, you know what I mean? Work on your defending back post, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't even back post. That's the
just,
funny
yeah,
thing.
he was trying to
It
cover
was front
the areas,
post.
man. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
you ain't Drogba, you ain't Kane.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's- you ain't good
Look
like
at
that.
that. Yeah,
You ain't got the
I'm
middles.
Yeah.
Go on, what else you got?
This guy here says champ of the week, Danny Ward. Fourth clean sheet in a row.
What?
Yeah, because he was drowning at one
Leicester-
point.
No, you know what?
Brendan
I'm gonna give you
Rodgers.
some juice. Wood's
Said
face
Yeah.
looks the part.
I told you.
Face,
Yo, I told man.
little centre back union. He's getting an invite.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. He's
and I
decent.
think Leicester have got like 6 clean sheets in the last couple of games or something like that. Or
Yeah, no.
last 7 games or something
Big
like
up
that.
them, man.
Fair
This is
play.
why you don't
Slowly-
sack a manager like Brendan Rodgers, man.
What was we
Don't
saying?
Don't
Work
jump the
through
gun.
it.
Yes.
Roger said, "You man are not
Exactly.
paying me off. All right, cool. I'll work something." But you got to give credit to Telemans and them man as well. They said, "Listen, man, we got to start downing tools. We can do set, man. There's moves for us."
yeah.
So them man stepped up. That's a good shout because he was bleeding at one point. They were making comps weekly.
Nah, he was.
That's why I like
He
the
was
comment section,
bleeding.
bro.
Yeah, real talk.
He was literally
What else you got? Let's go
scary.
2 more.
We got a few super chats.
Go on, let's go through the super chats. You've been
your-
not keeping the lights on.
Who's your
You've been not
world?
paying for the production. Go on.
Who's your World Cup sleeper player? Without obviously next week you guys are doing a World Cup episode.
Sleeper
but-
player.
Oh, I gotta think, man. We got next year. I mean, get next week.
Next week we'll
World Cup special.
What's the person's name?
Kuda.
Kuda, just wait. Next week we're gonna load everything for you, man. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it, man.
We'll say that for Aiden too, because Aiden's question is, do you think people are sleeping on Mbappe and France?
Oh, don't worry, man. We got the stuff coming. We packed the
Alright.
thing too.
Next week episode
It's a
is gonna be
preview
about
special,
that World Cup. So
Go on. What else you got?
Ibby, another super chat says favorite underrated players in Prem history. For example, he loved Solano from Newcastle. Who do you guys?
Underrated players
Ever
Prem
in
Who's your
Prem.
favourite hipster vote, essentially?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to tell us Gary O'Neill.
most
It
underrated.
depends because
player.
there's different profiles in it. There's different profiles of like hidden players that you just have like an affinity to.
Whew, that's tough. My favorite underrated player. Underrated or like a
Like
underrated?
a
Or do you
hipster
mean just
vote.
like not spoken about?
I mean, now I feel like all of those players are pretty much. I would have said someone like Morton Gamst, but he's the ultimate street.
Streets won't forget.
Yeah. So
I love Payet. You know, that's my boy Payet. Another one that under my enemy. Let me not talk about that too much. But Payet, I think maybe
my
Payet.
brain is blank.
Do you know a Premier League player that I liked here just because like kind of did essentially the one man club thing, like them people like, oh, can you go and move higher? What? Gabriel Bon Loho was a funny footballer. You know when you just look at someone, it's like
Bon Loho.
yeah, just like no, I'm saying like I'm not saying my favorite.
Bruv.
You know when you see someone, it's like, oh my gosh, he scores a couple goals against big teams. Original pace merchant. You know, you just look at a player and you're like,
we're man outside for Di Alessandro at Portsmouth. Were you man outside for that, yeah? You weren't outside, Diaz. Don't.
do you know?
Yes, you weren't outside, bro.
Stop
Again,
that.
He
Not
didn't
like
play
what
in
you said?
2010.
Oh my
Di Alessandro.
Yeah, I remember.
Di Alessandro for Portsmouth. You remember him?
Do you know who I
You
like?
throwing the allegations at the wrong people. There you go. That's your
Wait,
culprit
Are you
right
talking
there.
about Andres De Alessandro,
No, what? I don't know.
the big-headed Argentine?
Yeah.
I know you're talking
The
about.
white
Well,
boots.
I don't know why you say De Alessandro role.
But everyone knows what I'm talking about. What's wrong with this?
Do you know?
Just because he thinks Mbeumo is playing for France, bro. Allow it, man.
Does Santa Cruz fall in that?
I was gonna say Santa Cruz is one
Aye, we could be here
A
all
lot,
day.
of people, a lot of people are saying Rosicky. Rosicky is a lot of them.
Nico
so
Concha was one of mine, but
overrated.
you supported Spurs, but Nico Concha was one of my guys. Who?
Oh,
Nico
Crenshaw
Concha.
was nice.
He was one of my guys.
Now, he was too injury
just
prone.
a-
Rosicky was too injury prone.
He's just a long shot merchant.
Yossi
What I would say-
Yossi Benayoun went around all the London
What I
clubs.
would say, the most underrated Premier League legend is Perez. Robert Perez, the most unspoken about legend in the
I
Premier
wouldn't
League.
say that. I would say Andy
I
Cole.
was
gonna say Andy Cole. Andy Cole is
Oh,
Let's
black
go.
people do this all the time, though. We
talk
always
about
talk about
being
Andy Cole, Andy Cole.
black.
Andy Cole, we always try to put Andy Cole.
He doesn't get respect. He doesn't get respect.
What respect?
How many goals did he
Hold it,
score?
buddy.
Yeah, he scored a lot of goals,
Yeah,
but
but come on, man.
You know, listen. I've met this guy.
Listen,
I've met him.
he's
I've had a
he's an
conversation
undercover
with this
Arsenal
guy.
fan. I'm
I'm
telling
not,
you.
but the thing about Andy Cole,
You
he's
ain't
a
beat
great
the allegations.
striker. Andy
But
Cole
wait,
is a great
Arteta's man.
striker.
But what?
Perez
But what?
legend.
But he
But what?
became a journeyman after a while, bro. He became a journeyman. That's why he doesn't sit on the table with the goats.
Didn't Perez go to
Sorry.
India, bro?
We say?
Didn't Perez go to India?
Kerala-
No.
Kerala
I'm
Impactors and all
talking
this
about
is
in the
playing.
Premier League.
Yeah,
I don't
Villarreal.
know.
Doesn't matter. I'm talking about in the Premier League. Bro. In the Premier League, he became a
said
journeyman,
name.
bro.
Objective.
Blackburn, Sunderland, Fulham. Come
This
on,
guy
man, it's
couldn't
like-
wait for October to be over.
Innit? He's a
Ridiculous.
BHM what? Get out
He
of
couldn't
here.
wait. He couldn't wait.
No, do you know what? No, all
Your
it is
own
is
goal.
Let's save it,
Andy
let's save it,
Cole.
let's save it,
No,
'cause
Andy
time.
Cole was underrated that. He became so underrated that he became overrated. That's what happened. It's
I don't know about him
that.
being overrated. But
I
just-
got,
He's
I
a great
got
striker.
one more for you guys if I
Go
can
on.
find it real quick. Thoughts on Thiago Alcantara not making the World Cup Spanish team?
It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace.
Hold that.
Wow.
You're scum.
Hold that.
Nah,
You should have
looking
chose Brazil like your dad and
That
your
is
brother.
factual.
Hold.
That is factual.
Hold.
Because I never understood like he wouldn't be able to make the Brazil team. All these years, I'm seeing guys like Fred and all these men make it.
Bro, his
You would've
dad is a
comfortably
World
made
Cup
it.
winner.
What was it 1970?
I believe so,
Yeah,
or something.
Mazinho.
Yes, your dad is a World Cup winner, and you go and choose Spain. And
yes.
now you're not getting called up. You never really had much of an international career. After that Xavi era's going away, from about 2013, when Neymar put that team to bed, that Confed, from there, Thiago, you should have been taken over that team. You never really did. So I can't say, look, I'm wearing Brazil right now. You know what I'm saying? Should have chose us. Should have chose us.
What's it called? So now, actually, I don't know if it doesn't count as a champ, but I wanted to shout out Mario Götze to get in the German team.
Got to say,
That-
hype.
No, because think about it, this guy was done, bro. This guy, how many illnesses, how
Biggest
many
fraud
sicknesses,
ever.
how
I
many
don't
stuff,
care.
yeah, to get into the squad. I got to respect it.
Nah.
FIFA boy.
Nah.
Well, I got to respect it still. personally.
People are saying, Cam, that you got a picture on your IG of you and Andy Cole.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They saying that
Hey,
they're gonna request that he
Comment
takes
under
them
the
down.
picture. Comment under the picture
You're
and let
sick,
Andy
man,
Cole
yeah.
know how he's been talking
They're
on
saying they're
him.
gonna report. They're saying they're gonna report you.
Look, why
Get him out
so
here.
wait, I can't be truthful. I can't be truthful about my thoughts. I don't get it. I can't be truthful about my thoughts.
The game's
You
gone.
see me, I don't do
Perez.
things for PR. I don't do things. I
game's
speak the real. You know what I'm
game's
saying?
gone.
And that's my real thoughts.
That's the game's gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
That
man.
picture.
I don't need to do that. He's a legend. He's a legend. He's just not a GOAT. Just not one of the
We
GOATs.
weren't talking about goats though.
No, it's,
We were
you
talking about
guys.
underrated.
We were talking about people that deserve a bit more
And
respect.
you just started slandering Andy
Yeah.
Cole's whole
I didn't
legacy.
slander
I think you had a bit too much dip on your chip. but it's cool.
Journeyman and
Listen,
He
man.
was a journeyman though after a while.
Like, share, subscribe. Notifications on. Audio will be out soon. Follow our personals. World Cup schedule's coming out very, 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 very soon. Hold tight, everyone that was in here for getting us over 1,000.
Hey,
We're
for
going to
real.
go for 2,000. Remember, Manscaped, StoppageTime TV. We are doing, discounts. STTV. Make sure you get your 20% off free posting and packaging. You know what to do, man. FDD, Culture Cams, myself, we're out. God bless. Look after yourselves. Shave yourself. Your balls will thank you, as it says in the box. I didn't say that, they did. We're out, man.
100% win rate with Jack Grealish in the team.
Hold this.
Whoa.
Hold what, blood? Pause, bruv.